Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the one, the only D&D Sunday stream. I am your host and DM King, and last time on The Signs, the heroes went to, finally, the city of Monaga. Not very secure, a city far off in the distance of everywhere. They are run by the Order of the Sacred Flame, a almost cult-like religious group who are quite secretive and do not like outsiders. Unbeknownst to even this order, they house one prisoner, a member of the Black Circle, the group led by Christoph Goodwin, who's been going around and butchering people, the one that the heroes are tracking down. While there, the heroes went to the barracks and they encountered the head of security, a man by the name of General Zygerius, an orc with only one arm, a notable warrior. He has the title of a Knight of Justice, which is still a foreign term to the heroes. However, the one by the name of Barrett, he did not like the general, and through some bitter discussion and a whispered phrase, he actually attacked the general. Although they were there seeking to find a prisoner, they became prisoners themselves. Through some difficult negotiating and some angry looks at one another, the general brought them to a water wheel, which they helped him fix up, and earning at least a moniker of his respect, he brought them to the underside of a canyon, deep down to where the prisoner was. The prisoner is by the name of Strontar, very large, very vicious orc who is used to being nothing but a weapon. He is loyal to only one man, and that is Christoph himself. However, through discussion with the heroes, they realized that although this man was quite violent, they took some pity on him due to the fact that he knows nothing else other than being a source of violence and chaos. They urged him to seek a second chance, to redeem himself. And although their words slightly moved him, they might have been too late, as Christoph and Isaiah, the other Black Circle members, have arrived to break out their friend. Now the players stand on the edge of the canyon, engaged with the Black Circle. There are multiple wooden trapdoors and devices being used to elevate the enemies. The players have little time to react. So the question is, what will they do? How will they roll? And why aren't they rolling initiative, bitches?
Oh my god, I'm gonna roll! Ah!
I appreciate this slander.
I got a 20.
As a
20,
15.
okay. Alright.
That is a 14.
Alright, hang, 15.
Be faster.
Do better. You know
Right
you can do
more.
an initiative count like in Roll20, right?
You can?
There's an initiative. There's an initiative.
I really wish they had
in
buttons
Roll20.
for
Hang
it.
on, while you're doing that, let me turn the music down. It's actually really loud for some reason. There we go, that's better.
I wish they had buttons for it though. You know.
It's the best fucking initiative count I've gotten this whole game, by the way. A 20.
Alright, there we go, that's better.
Got
Alright.
a 24.
Oh, damn. Alright, and Barrett, what'd you get?
I got a 4.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna put you all the way down here on the little thing. Alright, I've already
Yay.
rolled for everyone else, so we are already ready to go. So,
Did you get it, Oatmeal?
14.
Hey, good shit.
top of the turn order, it is Rizzler.
It is the one and only.
Wait, what did he get?
He got 24.
24.
24.
Wow.
Yeah.
Madness.
20 plus 4.
Rogues, baby. High dex.
Let's see.
So you're right
So-
here. And so
Am I able to shoot up there? Like if I had a short bow or something like that?
you would have to be able to get an angle. So the two up here in this area, they're kind of above you. So you can't really shoot at them unless you are like over here or something. And then keep in mind the two on the sides are technically on the ground right now. So
Okay.
do with that info.
Then
How high in the
I
air are
will-
they?
Currently they're about they're about like 15 feet in the air right now.
Oh, well, fuck. All right.
Okay, that's not too
They're
bad.
beginning to pull themselves up.
Yeah.
Where was that at again? Here? Yeah, alright. We'll go here.
Can I put a... Oh, I can. Okay. There we go. I can put a height on
yeah.
these.
We'll just end it there. Just try and get some movement going.
You're not going to do anything else? You're
Yeah.
just going to move there? Or?
Yeah, I have nothing else to do, I think.
Okay. If that is what you so wish. All right.
Yep.
Next turn, it's actually Strontar's turn. I gotta open up my thing here of all my guys. Let's see.
Strontar, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Strontar, he's our man. If no one can do it, no one can.
Sure. Problem is, he is currently melee, so just going on instructions, he's going to push this guy off to the side. And he is going to use a bonus action to activate the upwards crank, which is going to take them up another 15 feet.
Oh, Jesus. So he's already 30 feet up already. Holy shit.
All right, and that's going to be his turn. Next up is Bjorn. What you doing, BB?
Oatmeal.
Yes.
Do we want to do the thing?
I like things.
Don't think it's a bad idea.
Do you think it'll work?
I think you guys are fun.
It'll be dependent on what King allows.
So, King,
Okay.
the idea is, Oatmeal, what's that spell called again?
Gust of wind.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, if I ready my action to jump up straight into the air as high as I can, and have Oatmeal use Gust of Wind on me as I'm jumping up, would that be able to push me far enough up into the air to land on Strontar's platform?
What does Gust of Wind do specifically?
Gust of wind is a 60-foot line, and 60-foot gust of wind goes it extends out 60 feet, 10 feet wide, and it'll, on a strength saving throw fail, it'll knock anyone 15 feet in the direction of the wind.
All right. So you want to ready your action to jump on AJ casting the spell, is what you're telling me.
Correct. Like, what I basically want to happen is I want to jump as high up into the air as I can, and as soon as I reach the peak of my jump, AJ will cast Gust of Wind to shoot me up onto Strontar's platform.
I'll say this. On your turn... well, this is your turn. So if you want to ready your action to jump, I will allow this. Here's the thing. So when you make the jump, you're going to have to roll athletics. And if it's not high enough, you won't jump high enough. Because he's only giving you a 50... So you need to roll high enough to get to 15 feet. So then he can push you the rest of the way. So
Now, here's our other question. Is 15 feet enough to get him up onto the thing?
It depends on how high I jump.
Well, right now the thing is 30 feet in the air, if you want that one specifically. So so you're going to give him 15, so he needs to roll athletics high enough for me to see it as fair as him jumping 15 feet tall. So, so I will allow it if you can make the roll. And of course, if you fall and you don't make it, you will take fall damage. So
Yeah, of course. AJ, are you able to give Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action, or no?
It's a... let me check
Is it a
that really
cantrip?
quick. It's a bonus action, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that could definitely help me in that case, because like I don't know how well I'm going to be able.
Gotta
to
wait till
depend
I
on
can.
this.
You gotta wait till I can actually do it then.
Well, that's fine, because like, I'm readying my action, so I don't have to make the roll until.
Oh,
you're
okay,
ready to
cool.
go.
yes, you're readying your action
and then I'll
upon.
use all my.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use everything.
So what
for
I'll
me,
have
so-
to, so what I'll have to do is I'll have to move over here, ready my action, and then I'll just jump straight up into the air.
Okay,
All right.
then that's
I'm
what you
happy.
can
Okay,
do.
cool.
Okay.
Okay,
what I can do.
that's your turn then. It's Kristoff's turn.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, this is scary.
Let's go, Christoph. He's our man.
No one can do it. No one can. Give me a C. Give me a U.
What?
Give me an N. Give me a T.
Oh!
He's a cunt.
okay. He.
Anyway,
Anyway, he is
I
going.
made this character.
He's just gonna cast Bless on his Ferrendos.
What's he gonna block?
So, with a wave of his newly gained silver
With a wave
and
of
white
his
hammer, he is going to bless 3 of his companions here. So, I'm just gonna take note of that.
Not even he's Dia. Wow.
And then he's going to come up here and bonus action to pull on the crank and move this up
Oh, the ladder.
another
Oh, good. That was
15
the only one.
feet.
Yeah, crank it.
Oh, the ladder crunk.
Interesting. All right. Duncan, you are up. Or should I just start calling you the name you have? Because I've just been calling you
the
the
name that I have. Yeah.
Okay, so Mac, because we all know what the 3 are now, so I don't think I gotta hide
Yeah.
it anymore. So Max, you're up.
All right. So, upon seeing that, the platforms are raising, I'm going to assume that the pictures that we see here represent how they would be. So it is actually rope that they're using to raise themselves and lower themselves and such.
Yeah, it's pretty thick rope. Yeah.
All right. So I would like to, I'd like to use Eldritch Blast on one of the bits of rope on Kristoff's platform.
Okay. So keep in mind, if you go to attack a platform and you're attacking a specific point, it will raise the AC of it. So.
Yep.
So which rope? Do you care, or just a rope?
The closest one to me.
Okay. I will allow you to try. Yes, roll
Oh,
to
for
hit.
sure. Okay, what was that? That's a 19.
That hits.
Ooh, fucking gorgeous.
That just hits, by the way.
And that
boy.
is, and I got full damage on that. That's a 10 damage.
Hey.
All right. So bear in mind, I can't actually remove that.
No,
but,
of course.
But all right, so you point out, you steady your aim, and with perfect precision, the green orb fires from your hand, and it tears the rope. It actually, let's see if I can do this just a little bit. Okay, maybe it just wants to be a bitch. There we go. Ah! I gotta hold.
You
there we
could-
go. There. So it
goody.
it rings, and you see Kristoff shake on a seat as one of the ropes snap on the contraption.
Oh, gorgeous.
Beautiful. Love
And I'd like to run at the guy to my right. But how far is that?
You should
It's
be
like
able to
a
move
square.
yourself, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the squares are a bit smaller, so that's good enough. And I'm going to use my baton
Okay.
for a... What is that? There's a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Gorgeous. And that is 5 damage.
Okay. Hang on, I didn't grab my eraser. All right. Huh? Oh, you didn't know? Nothing? Okay.
He's clueless.
I'm-
Got no plan, no
Yeah.
balls.
All
No
right.
kisses on the forehead when he
So-
goes to sleep.
You run up and you just smash this guy across the jaw. I mean, he took damage. I'm not going to say he really reacted to it much, but
Oh,
you
no,
know,
of course.
we've only just begun. All right, so that's your turn then, Mr. Max, man. All right, it is Isaiah's turn. He's sitting over
Fuck you,
here,
Isaiah.
and everybody just kind of ignored him. You don't like that.
Fuck
So
Isaiah.
Why does
we
everybody
are
ignore me?
going. He is going to use. Hang on, I want to check what this does. So let me hang on. Got to pull up the tab here. I think this will do what I want it to do.
I just say I've been really excited for this session, and now I'm
So
really
have I.
nervous. I'm really nervous right now.
Oh, okay, it's just on hit. Cool. He's going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on Rizla.
Ooh.
Oh fuck.
So,
People,
gotta
that's
make
groovy.
gotta make a melee or a spell attack with it. So let me roll for Mr. Isaiah here. Let's see.
The French.
Wait.
Fuck him.
All right. So, fuck off. That is a 19 to hit, Mr. Rizla, which is enough.
Yep.
So with the spell, I just hit the wrong thing. Hang on. I got so many tabs I gotta look at here. So on hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. I'm not sure
Ooh.
he's just gonna try and
So-
slow each of you down. So.
Okay.
So
Fuck 'em up, boys.
from his fingers come a little green beam, and it pierces right through you. And although you feel a little sluggish now, nothing else seems to be wrong currently. He is then going to move over here, and he's going to bonus action to pick himself in this thing up. And so that'll go up 15 feet. Alrighty, Roo. AJ, it's your turn.
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh my god, is it?
Time. It's time.
Alright, how do I make him look?
All right, so I'm gonna look over, and I'm gonna see a Bjorn fucking getting ready to bounce.
I'm like,
I'm gonna
I'm,
cast
like, straight
Bardic
up just-
Inspiration on him.
I'm
Gets
crouched on the
1d6.
ground as far as I can go.
Okay, he is inspired.
I'm ready to leave.
And then I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
All right, so Bjorn,
And
make.
it's gonna be. By the way, Bjorn, which one were we thinking of specifically? This one? Or this one?
one to the right.
Struntars.
All right. So basically, I'm gonna be angling in this direction,
Okay.
kind of at
course,
an
like,
angle.
since I
It's
know
at
it's
an
a
angle,
strength
so it'll
saving
go
throw.
up and there.
I know it's a strength saving throw, but I'm letting it push me, so there's no reason.
There's
to make a
no.
saving
Yeah,
throw.
if you let it
You're
happen,
gonna be
there's
in the
no
air, so
save.
it's no matter what.
Okay, guys.
So
Better
roll
not.
athletics, and I will let
Roll
you
20,
know.
please. Roll
God.
20, please. I've never wanted
speed
anything more
roll.
in my life. I've never wanted anything more in my
come on.
life. Please. Fuck, it's only an 11. Fuck.
God, roll
Okay,
the d6.
Hold on. It's a
D6.
D6. It's a D6. Please. Just maximum. 4 to 15. Ah.
Roll of cold. No, I'm kidding.
One
Let's see.
one digit per foot. Fair?
Nah.
Yes.
Tell me what it is. Just tell me what it is.
14 is.
For this,
Okay.
for what you were trying to do, you had to beat a 15 or hit 15.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh,
okay.
What was
So you're
I,
right-
what was
you're
I
right
right?
there.
Like a number is
but
like
you-
a
well-
foot.
We'll say this. We'll say you just make it that you have to hold on to the edge. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you're
okay,
current.
say that.
You're
That's
you're
totally
current.
fine.
So you reach up and your fingers graze the top, and so you like shake the thing a little, and you're holding on the
Fucking
very
pulls
edge.
it all down.
Yeah. No, but
Oh,
so
Oh
I'll
my
allow it.
God.
I'll say that was just enough just to barely grab onto it.
so what is it gonna
Oh
be
my
an
God.
action or a bonus action for him to pull himself up?
it'll have to be on my turn.
You're, yeah,
help you on
it'll
next turn.
basically be like you're prone, so it'll cost like half your movement to get up.
To get up. Holy fuck, that was terrifying.
I like
Because-
to imagine the bardic inspiration for that was just a gentle tap on the ass and a gust of
Like,
wind.
what?
The only issue
Oh
I
my
see with this
God.
now that you're hanging is the fact that while
Yeah.
Strontar's gonna be turning that to like raise them, that
He's
other
got a
guy
guy.
might's gonna try and like knock you off unless Strontar goes, you know what, you stay right there. If you go after him, I will kill you myself.
Well, we'll just need to see. We'll just need to see.
We'll need to
Like-
see. It's got me nervous as fuck though.
I'm
to
so
actually-
nervous.
Well, I guess we can
Oh
share
my
the other
God.
side. Since you're holding on, and I said you're considered prone, it means all attacks against you until you move from that position have advantage.
Have advantage,
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So AJ, that's your turn, I would assume, unless you're moving somewhere.
Oh no. Well, that's my bonus action and action. Do I still have movement?
You can
Yeah,
move,
go,
yeah, if you want to.
You can move
Okay.
as much as you want.
Is each square still 5 feet on this? Because it looks like.
Yeah, you're in 4, so like every like set of 2, so like that's 5 feet if you go like that.
Every set of 2. Okay.
Yeah, every set of 2.
Okay. 2, 3, 4.
You can also use the ruler too. So
Oh, interesting. That's weird. Okay.
Oh, that looked.
so
Oh, it's still every square is still saying 5 feet still though.
okay, yeah.
So yeah. All right. That's where I'm moving to.
Okie dokie then.
Yeah,
So-
we might
Basically
wanna
getting
on
ready to get on this.
platform. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
gonna try and get on that one just so then we can actually start going up because fucking Isaiah's one's a bit too high, I think. Unless you want
If
to
I
try and
use-
knock it down.
King, if I use gust of wind while like facing down on one of these things, like off the edge, will that give us like an extra speed boost up?
So you mean propelling yourself upwards?
Essentially.
No. Well, he means propelling like the
Platform
The
upwards.
platform? No, the platform
Actually,
is
no,
on a
yeah, I
is
have
on
to
a
go from
pulley
the bottom.
crank. So if you propel up, it's just gonna fall right back down, and you might risk snapping the rope. So
Well, unless someone else is like pulling on it, though, is what I mean. Like someone else is going up. It's like whenever you push.
Well,
a
but you're
bicycle
turning a
while someone else
crank.
is
You
pulling.
can't make that go faster unless you turn the
Yeah.
crank faster. So
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say
There's
no.
gonna be no
You
resistance.
you shooting it. No, I'm saying you shooting air wouldn't make it go faster in this
Okay.
case. So
I'll take it.
Yep.
Rizzler,
Yeah.
We got away with this so
Giraffe?
far.
would you mind? Do you want me
Right.
to fastball you up there? I'm just asking that now, while I'm thinking of decisions.
I
Where are
think
you
your
gonna
best bet
throw
would
me?
be to try and bring it down personally instead of like shooting one
Yeah,
person
I
up because that
agree.
would leave them
Yeah,
vulnerable.
they're gonna get fucked. That's what I'm wondering, but at the same time, I'm all the way over here. I'm not. It's gonna be a few goes before I get to you guys.
Oh, of course, but like, don't you have like stuff you can throw like your javelin?
That's
I
true.
really want to know if anyone
I
has like wild
do.
shape.
Yeah, you've got that lightning bolt javelin now.
I do, but there's not a whole lot. Like the angle, I don't know if I could hit them.
You could probably hit the rope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, instead of like trying to send people up, bring them down.
All right. Well, while you guys are
And then
figuring
I'm
that
gonna
out, the
have my
general's gonna
javelin.
go. He's gonna run up there.
We'll find a way to retrieve it.
Or you could like try to like if it's the lightning bolt javelin, if you throw it like well enough, you might be able to like hit the gears and either like stop it completely or make it go
Or
back
shock
down.
him.
Okay.
It's just you know, food for thought. You know, it's like
Yeah.
just trying to think of more stuff that we can do instead of like potentially risking one of us.
All right. So
Yeah.
the general is able to do basically what Bourne did and launch himself onto the edge of this, since it's not
Holy
too
fuck,
high.
okay.
I do hard as fuck. All right, never mind.
yeah.
Send Rizzler up there.
So
We're
he,
up there.
the general runs past you. I'll get him, boys. He leaps off the edge of the cliff, and with his one good arm, he's able to grab on to the side of it, just like Bjorn. So now you're both dangling up
Fucking
there.
Chad.
Yeah.
What a Chad, bro.
He's
God, he's so
very,
high.
he's very strong for a one-armed dude.
If I throw
Yeah,
you
what do you
up
think
there,
he does for his
Rizzler,
workouts?
Rizzler, if I throw you up there, do you think you have enough rope to help me up?
I think everyone comes with like what?
50
30
feet.
It comes with 50.
50 feet of rope. So yeah, easily.
Yeah, you have more than enough.
All right. Hopefully, the commander could protect you while you get me
Let
up.
me.
General.
General.
All right. So
It
finally,
should be in my backpack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
it'll be in yours.
we got to keep this
It'll be in yours,
moving.
yeah.
So it's the goons' turn. They're gonna
yeah,
go.
yeah.
God, I hope he hits me. Fuck him up.
You will be. Well, all right. So first things first. This guy. He's gonna run over here, and he's gonna swing at you. So
I really hope he swings bad. Please. I really need this.
Give him a 1 and a 2.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
that's a 19 to hit.
Fuck! Yep, well, okay.
All right. So that is gonna be. It's not great.
Dude.
That's only 7 points of slashing damage as he runs up on you and cleaves a chunk out of your shoulder.
Is that gonna be... That's not gonna be enough to, like, make me fall, is it?
No, no.
Okay, cool.
You're
Then
fine.
I'm not gonna
Big
worry about
beef.
it. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it then.
Okay, well, worry when the wizard takes a shot at you. So the wizard sees you hanging there, and nah, it's not gonna. They're not gonna do that. But they're gonna cast magic missile at 2nd level at you.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is
That happened.
all right. So
Yeah,
that's
it's like supposed to hurt.
So that's 3 + 1 for 4 and times 4. So bringing their hands together and bringing them out, you see the 4 little white orbs as with 2 fists outstretched, they shoot into your backside. So you're going to take 16 points of force damage as
Oh,
they just...
16, that's Yeah, so, okay, pretty much max damage at that point. We are gonna use Stone's Endurance to see how much I can tank that.
Okay.
I tank 9 damage.
Okay, so you take 7 damage then total from that.
Yep,
Okay.
7 total damage from that.
Plus the 7 from the other guy, so...
Yep, thank you.
Alrighty then. Last but surely not least is this dude right here who you're facing off with. He's just gonna
Please
stab
hit me.
Yeah,
Please
he's no,
hit
he's
me.
don't worry, he'll stab you in the face. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So and even better, that's only a 6, so you're fine. So he's gonna swing, and you're just gonna block it with your club.
See,
Yeah, you know.
I'm both proud. I'm both happy about the fact that I don't have to take damage. I'm also really upset that I can't use Hellish Rebuke on him and just light him up.
Of course, for some reason, he doesn't hit the guy who's literally not in danger at all.
It's bullshit. It's rigged.
All right.
Hit the guy who's dangling 30 feet in the air. That's cool.
Last but surely not least, Barrett, what you doing?
The last guy.
Huh?
Never mind. No, it's fine.
Everyone's gone. What?
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. Yeah, I'll throw Rizzler. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually hang on. Sorry. First, I meant to ask this. If I roll for something, will it count as an action? I'm gonna go ahead and
When you roll for something, it has to cost an action or bonus action if it's influencing another creature.
oh, okay, it won't be. It's just an a perception check. Just
No,
around
okay,
the-
yeah,
I
you
wanna
can
see
roll
what-
perception for once per turn for free. Yes.
Okay, I want to see what is perception. What is perception? I want to see the area around me. I want to see what's influence, like what's at the top of these. Have they still got much to go before they reach the top? And what is at the top? You know, like is there any mechanisms at the top pulling them up?
Well, what'd you roll?
I got 11.
From what you can tell, like this one on the far left here, it's nearing the top, but it's still like a little ways down. You're not sure how many feet since you didn't roll high enough, but you do recall that before there were mechanisms way up top that were controlling the ropes. Like pulley systems.
Okay, are they anything visible? Like, you know, is there anything at the you know, on the ceiling of here that is visible of the mechanism itself?
Not when you roll that shit with perception.
Touche.
God, I just get my reading glasses out.
Maybe now I can see it.
Right, okay. Okay, no, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw Rizzler just up onto this platform. Rizzler, are you good with that?
Yep, I am.
So you're gonna okay. So you're gonna move over here and willingly pick him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Signature move. All right.
So
Athletics.
yeah, roll athletics.
The fucking
Signature
fastball
move.
special.
I hope he
on
rolls
the
a nat
list.
1, so he just whips him like face first into the wall.
He not only whips him face first to the wall, but he
Spikes
also
him.
dislocates his shoulder.
Just spikes him face first into the ground.
What'd you get, Sketchy?
Got him that one.
You're fucking joking.
But it was a +8, so it's a 9. So it's like less bad, but it exists.
But here's the thing, that doesn't matter.
I know.
Well, okay. Since it's an ability roll, technically nat 1s don't cause a negative. However, that's not enough. So you pick him up, you throw him, and he just spins and rolls and kind of lands like right here.
Fuck. Catch him, Commander. Catch him, General.
He reaches his leg out to try and catch him, but he misses, so yeah.
Fuck.
It's not enough.
Alright, I'm just gonna use the last of my movement just to run over here. So, hang
Where's
on.
over here?
I pinged it over just... fuck, I can't
Sketchy,
even...
you
what
can
would I
move
do
yourself.
there?
You can move yourself.
I know that. I'm trying to think, though, where, like, what do you guys think I should do? Like, where do you want me?
Be useful, that's what you should do.
I'm not quite sure about the best way
You
to go
got
about
you.
this. I think your best bet would be.
Thank you, Oatmeal.
Just my
gonna sound-
shitting.
It's gonna sound so fucking dumb, but it might just work.
I'm up for anything, because my idea failed.
Alright, next time you got a turn, I want you to tie a rope to your javelin and chuck it into the base of the platform and use it as like a way to climb up.
Ooh, that could work.
Do I still have my bonus action for this round?
Yeah, I guess you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think I do. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action at the moment to tie my javelin then with the rope.
Okay. I will allow
Right.
It's the best thing I can think of, and it like
That's
in
good.
theory, it sounds like it
scary.
could fucking work.
Where do you want me to throw it though? Do you want me to throw it on the underside of one of the platforms or even against
yeah.
like the wall?
Underside-
Platforms.
Underside of the platform that Isaiah's on, but use throw it on the other side closer to one of the edges, so then it makes it easier for you to climb up.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Okay. All right, top of the turn order. Rizzler, you're up.
Big Grizzy.
Big Rizzy.
Biggest of
How far
Riz.
is that? Yes.
Despite
I
the fact
believe-
it's a halfling. Big Riz, half the size of a man.
Let's move over here. Yeah, so.
Okay.
And then, can I use my short bow to try and attack this dude right here?
Yeah, I'd say you'd probably be able to see from that kind of angle.
Alright. Cool. I will take a shot at him.
Okay.
Thank you for the backup, Rizzler. I appreciate it.
That is a 15.
Yeah, that'll just hit on him.
Ooh, baby.
I want to hit on
And
him.
that is a 7.
Okay, so you run out, you fire your little bow, and it shoots this guy right in the side. Ugh! And I will take some health away from him, baby. Okay.
And I don't think I can do anything else. So that should be it.
Well, that just sucks. Remember, you're level 5 too, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to be... I don't know if you forgot or not. I want to be sure. Okay. Then, if that's your turn, we'll keep moving. Strontar's turn. He's just gonna... seeing how
I don't
things are
like
going.
Strontar.
Me neither. I think we should get rid of him.
Fuck you guys.
Get him out of the campaign.
Spencer's my boy.
We'll save his life and then we'll like exile him to go join another campaign another time. Leave.
Mm,
He's just... Yeah,
invited to the birthday party.
he's gonna keep cranking.
Keep cranking.
Just like I keep,
cranking his hog.
just like I keep cranking my shaft, so...
While I'm cranking
I'm-
my hog.
There's nothing I love more than Kristoff except cranking my MFing hog. Love you.
So...
For those in the audience, that means wiener.
Thanks, Oatmeal.
I think they
Appreciate it.
needed that, yeah. Alright,
Initiated.
I'm
Bjorn, you are currently hanging off the side of this thing. What you doing? It's your turn.
We're fucking using half my movement speed to get back up, baby.
Alright.
Shove the guy off the platform
Am I
and watch
happy
him
that's
break
up
his
there?
neck.
I'm kind of
Yeah, leave him
tempted.
to
So
me.
what? We're like
Break his leg and then
45
leave him to
we're
me.
Like, we're like 45 feet in the air right now.
Yes.
So I could just theoretically fucking bash this guy off the edge if I wanted to.
You can certainly try.
Wait, you said it.
Do I need to like? What would I need to roll for that? Just in a regular attack?
Yeah, you'd have to... well...
Well, there
You're not-
are
you're-
shove rules that you can do a shove.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna say.
think that's pure strength.
Is it just
It
that
is.
You
strength?
would roll strength.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you made me to roll.
So
to
roll
push
strength
that
to
man
try
off
and
the
shove
bridge.
him off the side.
Oops. Oh.
He grabs your arm and throws you off instead.
that's only a 6.
Don't like the rules today.
Not good.
Alright, I'll be nice. You go to push him, and he just backs up, and you almost go off the edge, but you're able to catch yourself and balance yourself back up.
Okay.
That
So
does
since
count.
I didn't. That's my action though, right?
Yes.
So I would not be able to make any sort of attacks.
You got bonus action stuff.
Unless you have a bonus action type of attack. I'm gonna say you can't push him off again this turn, so...
Well, I was gonna say like making just a regular attack is what I was saying, but no, I don't have any bonus actions. Unless can you throw an unarmed strike as a bonus action?
No, it's a,
I
still an
do not
attack action.
believe so. Yeah, that's still
Oh,
attack.
wait, you're a fighter,
I have
right?
two weapon fighting.
Oh, then yeah, you can. It's a second. It's a second.
yeah.
It's a second hand. It
Yeah.
has to be a
This is a good
second
point
hand.
because I don't have my axe out, so I could definitely do that. All right, fuck
Okay,
it, I'll just,
so
I'll just
you
punch
can-
him in the fucking face.
Okay.
Dickhead.
Can
16,
That hits.
and that is 6 damage, 6 bludgeoning.
Excuse me. Alright, so... You try to push him, and he just backs out of the way, and so you just right hook him. And ugh! You see a little blood squirt out of his nose. His lower lip gets a little busted from that. Alright.
That's good, baby.
That's gonna be your turn then, I assume. You're not gonna
Told you I
move.
was gonna be all over the board today. Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know what? Hold on.
You have-
If I've
you have
got-
15 more
'cause I have a
feet,
little bit of
so-
movement. I'm gonna move around to the other side of him, so I'm not
Okay.
like at risk of fucking falling off of this thing.
Okie dokie.
Leave him vulnerable so you can push him again.
Alrighty then. Then it is Kristoff's turn. Let's see what he's interested in doing. He's gonna get off of the thing, and he's gonna unshakily walk over here with some grace in his step, and he is going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh.
And
Cool.
AJ, he doesn't like that you're able to get people on his level, so he's looking right at you.
Uh-oh.
I look at him and I like grab my junk a little bit and like suck it.
There's not much there, but suck it anyway.
His mouth
Honestly,
curves up
it's
at
a
one
terrible
end.
idea. It's a terrible idea for any of them to look at me because if I can see them, I can send a gust of wind their way. You do not want to be looking at me right now.
Well, until then, why don't you make me a dexterity saving throw for me?
All right, I'm gonna do it in the chat just so I can do. Just so I can do the. It's /roll or /r.
/R. /RD 20 plus whatever your modifier is.
11.
That's a fail.
I knew it.
So from his hand, so he brings his hands together, and out comes blue crackling lightning. He shoots it towards you, and as you are struck, you are gonna take a lot of dice.
I'm gonna take a lot of damage.
You're probably gonna go down.
Hang on, this is gonna take a minute. And then
What the fuck?
3 more.
Wait. Making me nervous now.
Hang on, that is. Oh my gosh. If this is accurate, I think you're still up. You're gonna take 32 points of lightning damage.
Holy crap! I'm still up.
Alive?
All right.
Okay,
I'm
thank God.
kicking.
So
Because that could have killed you in
My
one
hand,
shot.
my hand. The reason it did so much damage is because as the lightning hit me, I still had my hand on my junk, so I squeezed really hard.
So from his hand, out comes the lightning. It zaps your body. You feel all your muscles tense up if it burns you from within. And it leaves a nice little burn mark from where it hits you right above your crotch. So
If that had fucking put you down in one shot, you'd have been dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill you. We had the rule that it. What was the rule again?
No, the rule is like if it does more than your maximum HP in one hit, you're dead.
yeah.
Oh.
Dead.
So
I'm
Fuck
squishy.
Sonny Jim.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
squishy.
why I was scared because I was like, he's very squishy.
Hey,
Yeah.
which one was that again?
That's
the
Kristoff.
boss, Kristoff, over here.
And how do you do the ruler again?
It should be on your right hand side, or you can press R, I
there's
think.
All right. I know what I'm doing.
He's gonna blast him. All
I'm
right.
getting his ass.
You should learn to keep you out of other people's personal business, is what he says after he fries your little ass and
You
sees you
should learn.
smoking.
You should.
Yeah, he heaves because he's still convulsing from being shot. Good roleplay.
You should shut up.
Yeah. All right.
I
Max.
smacked myself in the junk so bad.
He gripped his nuts and he accidentally castrated himself a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing like a little bit of fun, right, guys?
It's more fun when it hurts. All right, Max, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to continue to wail on this fucking guy. That is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
Oh, good. That's an 8 damage.
All
My
right.
max damage with my fucking club. Holy shit.
How are you weak?
Yeah.
All right.
I have yet to grow my club skills like we discussed ages ago.
Mm.
And I'm gonna follow up with an Eldritch Blast on this fuckwit because I hate him.
Okay.
And that's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
How much damage? That is 6.
Okie dokie. So you club this guy across the side of the head, and as he's distracted, you blast him in the side, and he kind of flips in the air a little, and barely catches himself. Good job. He's starting to hurt. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I would like to just do a little move, and I'd like to readjust myself. So I'm just over here.
Okay.
Just I'm close to the left, and then I'll end my turn.
Okie dokie. It is Isaiah's turn.
Fuck you, Isaiah.
What's your mom?
He is going to do something. What? I
Ooh,
don't
he's
know.
doing a thing.
Yeah. Let's see. What is... I want to know what this spell does, because it sounds cool. Oh my gosh. Huh?
Oh no, I don't like this.
Oh, I like
He's
this.
pondering.
Oh, I like this. All right, he is going to cast Hunger of Hadar.
What?
I gotta see if I have something for this that I can use.
Oh god. Wait, is he gonna spawn a fucking monster or some shit?
It sounds like it.
Not
Yeah.
not exactly, but here. I don't have anything that like specifically encompasses this as a spell, so we'll just use this.
What is that?
And it should, yeah,
Oh.
it'll get both of you. So,
Ooh.
this sphere of pure purple, like darkness appears. Shadows creep from his fingers and form into this sphere around the two of you. The purple symbol on the ground encases your feet. The void is filled with a symphony of soft, creepy whispers and slurping noises. All of you can hear it, but they're like right in the ear of both Rizzler and Barrett. No light.
Perfect.
You two can't see out of it since you're inside of it. We'll make it a little bigger so it just makes a little more sense. It's about 20.
Oh, goody.
Can we leave? Like, we're not,
You
like,
can
locked
certainly
in?
leave, yeah. At that time. However, it does count as difficult terrain, so it'll take more of your movement to get out of there.
Ooh.
That's kind of groovy.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
So he's gonna cast that and leave that there on you. And, a little parting gift from us. And then he is going to bonus action to crank his shaft a little bit more.
Hmm.
I love the wording.
I knew you guys would laugh. Specifically, Oatmeal would laugh, so...
Got me
Right.
giggling and kicking my feet.
Not much high expectation from the guy that works in nuclear, huh?
Yeah. Now, we kind of expect more from you, but we don't get it, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
That's
so...
where you're messed up.
Alright, AJ, it's your turn.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna heal myself a little bit.
You're gonna-
I have healing
some-
word that I can use.
You're gonna bonus action and talk kindly to yourself. What do you say?
You can do it.
Kind of hung my guy, and then it heals him.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right,
it's
that's
okay.
gonna
They'll
be-
grow back. It's okay.
Oh man, it'll grow back. That'll be 11 health.
Okay.
Heal that.
So you confidently tell yourself and some of your wounds close up? Well, not even wound, you just
Yep.
feel less burned.
All right, I'm gonna move my character just. Should I still try to?
I mean, here's the thing. It only pushes him 15 feet, so if you're gonna use Gust of Wind on Kristoff, it's not gonna really do anything. It's just gonna push him back a
Well,
little further
right
onto the
now
platform.
it will because of the direction it is. Oh, damn it! That's what? When did that turn into 80 feet? When did that turn that way? God damn it! From here to here. Damn it!
You also
Why?
gotta remember that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's
Oh, yeah.
going to. I don't think
It's-
it's gonna do what you want it to do.
It's also calculating it square by square instead of every 2 squares.
What
Okay, so I just
no,
got
every,
divided by two.
well, that
Oh,
technically
every
is
like
5
column
feet.
of 2 squares.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
kinda, yeah.
Gotcha.
what I would.
So like, so
I mean,
divide
I
that
would
by 2.
person. Yes? Question mark.
Okay.
Well, how far can it go?
This is math.
60 feet.
60 feet.
It can go 60 feet? Well,
And
then it won't
that's
hit him at
divided by 2.
85.
Well, you said
What,
that
is it
each
85?
square is divided by 2.
No, I said every 2 squares is 5 feet.
Exactly.
So, okay, so for
This is
example,
2
so
squares.
look at your character. Yeah, so...
Yeah. Yeah. So 75, 90, 95, 90,
So that's...
and then up 45. That would have been 45 and then 20 by what you're talking about. And then let
We're
me
making
do
a
some
fucking
quick
right
maths
triangle here. I wasn't prepared for this kind of math.
We're literally
Okay.
doing math right now.
Hey,
So-
you're challenging me with math right now. I'm gonna get you 200
So-
plus
Pythagorean
400.
That's 5 feet, okay? And that's 10 feet from where you are. That's how I'm
Would
doing
be-
this. From the edge of your circle to 1 square. So that's 5 feet. So if you move from here to here, that's 5 feet.
Oh.
So this is 80 feet to touch them.
okay. All right.
So if you move,
Alright,
if you
fine.
move 20 over and you can get this within 60, then I would say it would work on them.
Are you just trying to push one guy off? You're probably better off just taking the whole damn thing down if you can.
Well, probably can't.
Well,
I mean,
try
I could
it,
probably.
see what you can do.
Honestly, I could shake it, and if I make it shake enough, King, what do you think? Like, if I make it shake enough, would that be able to knock them off?
If they could fit, if they'd have to make saves, and if they fail the saves, they could fall off.
All right.
I've seen American houses get torn
Now,
apart.
here's
hold
my
on.
other. Oh, guys, here's my other question: are we in the shape where we want to fight right now? Because I'm still close to death right now. That hurts
Well,
so
you've
bad.
also.
The audience
you got
is actually
four-
taking real damage.
There's 4 people down there with you. You got Barrett, Rizzler, yourself, and Kieran down there with you. And if we
It's
can,
like-
If we can stop as many of them from moving up as possible, that's the idea. I mean, here's the thing. Oh,
Alright.
don't you have like a spell that could just break more ropes? Because if you break one more rope, that thing comes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll just use I'm just gonna use magic missile.
Okay. What are you
magic
gonna?
missile at the 3rd level, so that's gonna have 5 of them.
Okay, so you can direct them wherever you want them to go.
Probably all
Yeah.
of them on this back rope back here.
Yeah, either
Yeah,
that back
I
rope
was
or
gonna do-
the front one on the left.
We're gonna do
Whichever
this
one you can see, basically.
Yeah, whichever one's closest to you.
So, all right. So I'll go ahead and roll for that. That's gonna be a 4. So 20 damage total. Wait, no.
For that
Yeah,
rope.
20 damage total.
Wait. So, okay. So you're just sending them all at this one rope.
Yes.
Okay. So mimicking the wizard you saw before, you create a little white spheres. You fire them, and it doesn't even take all of them. But since you fired them, they all snap this back rope, and it breaks. So, hang on. So, as best as I can make this look,
I mean, it looks fine to me.
This thing
That's good to me.
falls. So, this guy just straight up fucking falls, and he's gonna hit the ground and go prone. So.
How much damage did he take? How much damage did he take?
All right. Okay, so how high is it? This is 30, so that will be... So, if you can fall up to 10 feet before you take damage. So he fell 20 feet. So he's gonna... Ooh, that rolled high, too. So he is gonna take 17 points of bludgeoning damage from falling.
My leg!
We take that.
Basically. So that guy straight up falls and just... And you hear something crack. Kristoff is going to be at least fast enough to try and save. Never mind, that's cocked.
God.
That's an 18. He just barely hangs on to the side here. So he'll fall a little, but he'll grab onto the side and stop himself from falling. It seemed we did not account for this. Interesting.
We didn't account for this.
I'm a fucking idiot. You didn't account for this. You didn't account for shit.
So anyways, AJ, that's your turn then, I assume?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I did bonus action in my main action, so.
Okay. So, General Zygerius is going to use half his movement to get up here, and he's just going to bomb rush Zaya. So,
Bum rush.
he's going to draw his sword. You are not getting away with my
sword.
prisoner! And he is just going to fuck Isaiah's shit up.
Oh,
So,
he's so hot.
Fuck him in the ass!
well, not like that. So he's going to
Make
take...
love to him!
He's going to take 2 swings with his sword.
Make him feel good.
That's
Give him a
a...
night you'll remember.
So the first
Tender
one's
loving care.
the first one's a nat 1, so it just flat out miss. He gets a little too excited, so he just swings and misses completely. Second one's a 17 to hit, which will hit. So he will do
No.
Propose to him!
what?
Accept his hand in marriage.
Support him and love him forever.
Make him happy.
All right.
Cherish your time.
That's gonna be 12. That's gonna be 12 slashing damage. I shouldn't have to yell over all of you as he brings the sword back and slices the guy across the neck.
What's this dick?
Damn right.
Places
And then-
circle with the golden ring.
He's gonna bonus action try and shove him away from that crank.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
He's gonna interrupt a man while he's cranking. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
And he's gonna take over for him?
so it doesn't
Fucking
take any
good
damage, but he
guy.
is able to push him back.
Good shit. Fucking
All right.
General Zygerius.
All right, that
Yeah,
is
what a
Zygerius'
lad.
turn. It is now time for all the goons to go. So this dude is gonna use half his movement to get back up.
If we weren't in such a dire situation, Bjorn would be fangirling over General Zygerius right now.
Oh, for sure. Like, oh my god, he's so big and powerful.
So
Straight to the arm.
gonna move right. Oh, okay. He's gonna move right there. He's actually gonna back up his buddy. So he's actually going to cast Firebolt at you, Duncan.
Oh, goody.
Oh,
Hope he-
goody.
Hope he eats shit and burns himself.
It's not natural,
Or
but
burns-
that is a no.
or
That's a
burns his
20.
friend.
That's a 21 to hit. So
Okay.
you take 10 points of fire damage as he shoots out the little the little flame ball from his finger, and it hits you in the shoulders, scorching you.
Oh, goody. He's out of my range, so I can't even use Hellish Rebuke on him. What a prick.
Perhaps he knew that. All right, so that was his turn.
hate him.
This guy is going to attempt to attack you as well. Of course.
Of course.
That's going to be a 16 to hit, which I believe is
hits.
just enough. Yes.
You've fallen into my trap, you shit.
So that's going to be 12 points of slashing damage as he cuts through your leg a little.
All right, cool. And I would like him to make a dexterity saving throw.
I can do that.
Wonderful.
That's a 15.
All right, so he'll take half damage then, and the damage is, let's have a look, everyone. Ooh! Half of 28.
Wow, hellish rebuke. All right, so that's 14 fire damage. Is it fire damage?
Yep, it's fire damage.
So he slices you on the leg, the rage in you boils up, you see little red veins shoot up through your body, out to your hand, and you shoot this, it's not even like fire, it's like this red laser, and you blast this guy in the face, and you melt his face off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're laughing about, you gotta take a hit too, from this guy.
This mentally ill person
You better-
don't take no shit.
Never
You
mind,
better hope he fucking misses.
that's an 8, so he misses.
Oh yeah, he misses. Told
So
you.
he swings out, and you just use the bracer on the back of your hand to batter the sword away.
Because here's the thing, like, I'm really close to making another wisdom saving throw, and I don't think you want that.
I don't know, we'll
I'm really
see.
close to getting smarter. You better watch out.
All right. Barrett. Okay, at the start of your turn, since you're in the Hunger of Hadar zone, you take... Hang on.
Barrett, I believe you.
Thank you.
You take 5 points of acid damage as the foggy mist scorches your body.
All right, that's cool. I like that. That's cute.
That's cute.
I'm gonna, now that I have this, like, you know, tied around my javelin, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can throw my javelin up there, okay?
Okay.
Do you want me to roll to hit or to...
So you're throwing your javelin to hit something, so I'd say you rolled a hit for that.
Right, cool.
You're not really going to do damage to the wooden thing, but, you know.
Right.
Just watch me.
Fuck. I got a 15. It's a big thing, right?
Yeah,
So-
no, I will say that hits, yes.
Alright, thanks, bud.
So you throw it and it hits the side, like right. We'll say it hits close though, so it hits like right about here.
Okay.
Alright, and say if I were to start making my way up that, like, you know, pulling on the rope, how do you want me to calculate that movement?
So from where you are,
Because this is difficult terrain,
yeah.
and
Okay, so the rope. Once you throw it, the rope is gonna go slack, so it's gonna go like straight down to here. Okay. So
In other words, the
here.
rope is going flaccid.
I can't fucking grab you.
Mm.
Hang
The
on.
rope's just like me, for real, for real.
Fucking okay. Here.
The
So
rope
we'll do
needs
this.
Viagra.
So where's that? So that's 30 feet if you want to move there and get to the rope.
Alright, okay, fine.
So you're at the rope, and then you can climb the rest of the way on the next time.
Yeah.
There are other
That's
ways.
okay.
There are other ways to go about getting up there, and you guys are choosing your ways. So you gotta work with
Uh-huh.
what I give you. So, all right.
This is still at the bottom, isn't it?
What is
No, it's
the
not.
one on the
It's
far right? Yeah,
one
that's
over
on the
there,
bottom.
yeah.
That's on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm gonna try and like get Ash up there soon.
Top-
leave Kristoff down in the abyss so he can't fucking get up.
Top of the turn order, Rizzler. It's your turn, and since you are in the Hunger of Hadar zone, you are gonna take 10 points of acid damage as it burns your body.
Ooh.
Owie.
Owie,
So
zowie,
what
right
is?
Yeah, I'll fix your ouchies later.
Mm.
Healing word, penis.
Oh no.
You are a fucking idiot.
How does difficult terrain work? What is that?
So
bullshit?
difficult terrain, you're on the very edge of it, so it would only affect the first time you move. Difficult terrain halves your movement when you're in it. So if
Okay.
you move 5 feet to get out of it, you actually have to move 10 feet to get out of it.
Okay, cool. Then I shall. Let's just get out of this stupid bubble. Move here.
Okay.
And then,
So that took 10 of your movement feet.
yes. Let's just shoot at this dude right here.
Okay.
Short bow. And that is a 9.
It's a
That's
9?
not it. Yes. that
Oh,
does
yeah,
not-
a 9 is gonna miss. Yeah, you're gonna shoot it, and they're just gonna kind of duck down and goes into the wall behind them.
Alright.
Anything
Hear
else?
me, you bitch. Yep.
Mm.
That's your turn? Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
We're getting there slowly, but we're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Mhm.
It is Strontar's turn. Huh. So he knows you're on the platform.
I want to make out with
What?
Shush.
roll for performance.
Wait, that's a thing we can do? Okay, Joe, I roll to pucker.
Oh,
Roll a d10 to see if it's attractive enough.
Alright, he is actually going to move to
Take
the
a drink
edge
of
here.
my. I take a drink of my bardic inspiration.
He's gonna chuck a javelin at you, Duncan, to try and keep you from moving. Max, whatever. You know who I'm talking to.
Yep.
So,
I know who you're talking to.
So he's gonna chuck a javelin at you. That's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that
Which
hits.
just hit. Alright, so you're gonna take. That is 7 points of piercing damage, as it kind of, not so much pierces you, but just grazes through you, slicing your side.
Okay.
He grunts in frustration. You idiot! Attack the one on your craft! And he kind of just glances at Bjorn and doesn't react to
know
his
what?
boss's orders, so...
I appreciate him at least going for me and not Bjorn, who's already got, like, shit going on at the moment.
So. Right.
Give
So
him that.
that's going to be Strontar's turn. Bjorn, it's your
Oh,
turn.
dude, no.
Sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just try to shove this guy off again. Let's
Okay.
see. Maybe the dice will be with me this time.
They won't.
15.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. So this is, what is this, 45? Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
he's,
45 at this
this
point.
guy's going to fall 35 feet as you push him up. Ah! I didn't think that'd be that funny. All right. So-
your mic peaked.
My mic cut out. Oh.
Your mic peaked, so like it wasn't necessarily cut out.
Oh.
It's just that it was heavily fucking distorted from like
Oh,
the noise
okay.
gate trying to keep you within a certain limit.
Ah! There we go. As
Asher
he
looks
falls.
over. The fuck?
Yeah. You actually see blood splatter when he falls. I mean, so this guy's gonna take
Oh yeah, because that's
35 feet, so that's 3d10.
Asher's a little bitch. He throws up.
Okay. This guy takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage
that's
when he
enough.
falls.
yeah, 3d10s. Fuck.
Yep.
I think you should have hit some rocks on the way down to up that damage.
Yeah, whatever.
He's already hurting pretty bad and prone, so yeah, he's not
Yeah,
looking good, that
yeah.
guy, so.
He's not dead though. That's the
Alright.
Before my turn ends, I basically am just going to look over to Strontar and I'm going to say, "We don't have to do this. We really don't."
Well, I'm gonna.
You're not my
Okay.
dad. I don't even know my dad.
It is Kristoff's turn. I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Very well. Strontar, and he leans his one hand out, pointing at his comrade. You will obey. Slaughter them all. And he's going to cast command on Strontar.
Oh jeez.
So, yeah, Strontar fails that. So he just looks back at you, Born. Sorry, I have no choice. And so since he's hanging here, let's see. Yeah, let's make this interesting. He is going to attack. All right.
He falls.
No, he doesn't. So, Kristoff is able to make this thing swing back and forth until he is able to leap himself onto the edge and catch it. And then, with his movement, he can pull himself up and end his turn up here.
I can't.
Yes, he can.
Oh Jesus.
He's not allowed. He's forbidden.
All right, Max, you're up.
Upon seeing Kristoff make such a, I want to say a daring jump, like to actually like get up there to like be close to Bjorn after he's already like like after hearing Strontar like say I have no choice, like I have to do this. I'm like, I'm gonna try and make my way up. I'm going to go over to the platform.
Okay.
That should be. I should have enough.
Yeah, you can move there.
All right, cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to start taking me and the platform up.
Okay, so I'll just move that for simplicity's sake. There we go. So bonus action will get you up to, or up by, I should say, 15 feet.
And then now that I'm a little higher, I'm going to use. Fuck, what can I use at this point? I don't know, help. Fuck it. I'm going to yell out to Bjorn, and begrudgingly understanding that the situation at hand, the fact that he's pretty much surrounded, it might take me a little longer to get to him than I would actually like.
Mm-hmm.
I call out to him, "Look, big man, I know you don't want it, but I'm gonna need you to get real fucking angry for me."
Oh no.
Okay.
As I'm cranking that shaft to get me up.
Mm-hmm. That's your turn then?
Yep.
All right. Zaya's turn. He is going to... Ooh. All right. He's not gonna waste his time with the spells. He's gonna run up and take on the general with his halberd.
Oh god.
That is gonna be a 22 to hit. Surprisingly, he's not actually good at hitting that, but and that's gonna be 6 points of slashing damage as he runs up and cuts the general across the face. You will not stop us. Oh, believe me, we will. And that is going to be his turn. There's not much he can do right now. So, AJ, you are up.
All right. So I'm thinking. I'm sorry. Max, would you like me to join you?
I would say deal with these guys down here if you can,
This
because
guy?
they're pretty weak, both of them. They should be. So I would say deal with them while you and Rizzler can deal with them whilst Barrett makes his way up to go help the general, and I go up to go try and help Bjorn as best I can, because at this point in time, if we have them two still down there, we may be at risk potentially,
Alright.
especially if we leave them.
So what I'm thinking about doing is wait. I want to read this first so I can make sure.
Start getting a one of those hourglasses.
So I'm thinking about the spells, the spell king. It doesn't say whether or not it's their max health or their remaining health.
Which one? Sleep?
Hmm.
It doesn't say max or total. What does it say then? What is it? How does
Starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls asleep until the spell ends. The super takes damage or whatever. Okay, subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. So I guess it's just the current hit points.
Okay.
So, is that acceptable to you?
Yeah, I get how it works. Okay, so you're gonna cast
I didn't
it,
know if
and
that's
then
how it works or not.
I know you roll, and then so I'm gonna subtract the hit points, and that decides how many fall asleep. So.
Okay, so I'm doing sleep at the 3rd level. That's gonna be 4d8. Wait, is that?
Okay.
No, 5d8. Sorry.
Ooh.
Is it 5?
Why? Read?
Read
It's
wizard.
gonna be
Wizard, you should read up on
42.
this sooner.
No, sorry, not 42. I saw 32.
32.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
My mind sucks.
starting with the
32.
creature with the lowest hit points, it goes to this guy, and
it's
so
that
he's
guy.
already prone. And as he's trying to get up, and he falls asleep. So
Yeah, comatose.
sleep, and then that guy.
So that means 22, and so it goes to the next lowest. So now there's 22 hit points left. And this guy will also fall asleep.
Hey,
And fall
Yeah,
and
can't-
just be like, "What did you do?" and flops over. So that only leaves what, 5? Yeah, that leaves about 5 hit points ish, something like that. It's not enough to knock out anybody else. So those two are asleep though.
kick their ass.
Yeah, so those two are asleep, and now I've got Healing Word as a bonus action. Oh wait, nope, can't do that. I've already used all my spell slots. So
Oh. Uh-oh.
that's my third. That's my third level spell slots.
Oh.
So I'm gonna do Healing Word at the second level. That's gonna take 2 of my spell slots. There's 2 spell slots there, so I got 1 more spell slot there. And I'm gonna heal. Who's that next to me?
To the left or the right? That's
Rizzler,
Rizzler.
weren't you low on health? Was it you?
I'm not completely low.
Who is low on health?
I'm just under half.
I am also under half.
I'm gonna give it to Bjorn.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
All right, Healing Word is PP. 10 health.
10 health.
Damn, that was a max.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay. It is the general's turn then. So,
I was like, Ares, kick a shit in.
he's gonna take use his action to take 2 swings at Isaiah. Alright. Again, 1 miss, 1 hit. So, he's gonna do oh boy. He's gonna do 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So let me just keep track of that real quick. Okay, so we're there. Alright. So he swings once and misses, but then he's able to turn the sword around and stab it into the side of the guy. And then he is going to run down here and bonus action pull the other crank, and he's going to lower this thing.
Oh, good shit.
So it's going to go back to 15 feet. And so he's going to shout down at you. Now's not the time for our beef. Get up here and help me deal with this bastard. And you can do with that whatever you want, Barrett. But before that, it's going to go to the goons' turn. They're sleeping, so we're going to say fuck them, and we're going to go to Barrett. It's now your turn.
All right, cool beans.
Barrett gets really petty and sits down and goes, fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, he just doesn't help as his friends are dying.
I just sort of, while continually pulling myself, it's like, I don't need your patronizing, General. And I just continue to pull myself up just
Okay.
to.
Your smirches.
So we'll say since it's close, so it takes you 15 feet to climb up here.
Oh, okay, I'm up now.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
you lowered
That's
it.
kind of cute.
Yep. He lowered it for you,
Alright.
so that's cute.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's cute. I love
That's
him.
cute. I kind of like that.
what a sweetheart.
What a little Chad.
What a
Right.
good guy.
And then he stabs him and throws him off. I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and for my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on him.
On the general?
On the general, yeah.
Okay, so his armor class will go up by 2.
Yes, sir.
All right. He feels the protection and kind of his eyes go a little wide and surprised that you're helping him.
I just sort of look at him and like, don't flatter yourself.
He doesn't say anything.
And I would like to use. I still have quite a bit of movement speed left, so I'm gonna go ahead and move here.
You can do
That
that.
should be okay, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. I mean, like the movement on these things is a little less than everywhere else, so it just I couldn't put
figured.
grids on them. So yeah, you're fine.
All right, that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack this dude with my sword.
Okay,
So to hit, I got a 20,
that hits.
and to 7 damage.
All right. So after casting your little spell, Isaiah looking a little confused that you're like kind of arguing, you run up on him, and as he tries to duck, you bring your sword down and catch him on the shoulder.
All right, sick. I'm gonna prepare a reaction as well.
Ooh, he's learning. All right, so that's gonna be your turn then. So, Mr. Isla, it's gonna be your
Yes.
turn. And but by the way, he failed his concentration, so that goes away.
Sweet. So what do we want to do with these guys down here?
They're
Mr.
asleep, so you should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't
Sweet.
wake up unless someone stirs them in some way. So
Then, do you want to go over and help Mr. Max over here and his quests? And then I'll try and go over the rope and go up and fight this man?
he was at. So he's saying
He's just basically
Yeah.
he's just basically saying AJ goes and helps Duncan or Max while Rizzler
Gotcha.
climbs up and
Yeah.
helps Barrett.
yeah, he's gonna go over here. So
Okay.
I think
Alright.
Oatmeal's not even in his chair right now.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not.
how far is it?
and salsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the rope roughly?
So the rope is roughly like about here.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 5 feet short. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is make my way
yes.
here. I think that is.
Well, shit,
Okay.
you can dash as a bonus action, so fuck it. The double your movement speed, bro.
You can,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, if you bonus action a dash, you double your movement speed. So you could technically get to the rope and then climb up here with your movement.
Oh, okay.
Rogue, baby.
Then yeah,
Who
let's.
roads, man?
How do I dash?
So you
It's
just
just
you
a-
just
it's
let
just
me
a
know.
movement.
So that's your bonus action. So you would move here, and then if you dash, you can move more, which we would say your movement is like you climbing up the rope, and then you're like up here if you want.
Okay. So, I will bonus action dash, and then
Okay.
I have what is it called? Is it yeah? Second story work. It says climbing no longer costs you extra movement. So
Oh,
Does that
so
mean I-
yeah, so you can actually it didn't actually cost you movement to climb up there then. So you still have movement to use.
Fuck.
then am I able
Very nice.
to come over here at all, or would that be
Yeah,
blocked
I
off?
know it looks kind of awkward. I'd say you could squeeze through this. So
Okay.
Probably
So,
just jump over it, honestly.
or that you can kind of go over it without rolling. So
Okay. Sweet. So, whoa.
okay.
And then we are going to make a. Does that give us advantage?
Yes,
there?
you are. If we smooth it out a little, you are technically flanking him, so you have advantage.
Pack tactics, let's go.
Let's go.
If I use
like-
sneak attack, does that count as a bonus action, or is that just a thing I can do?
So yeah, because you're rolling with advantage, you automatically get sneak attack, so it just gets added on. So you'll roll the hit like normal, and then you'll roll your damage, and then that extra d6 you get for sneak attacking.
Alrighty, let's see here. So rapier. Shit, that is an 11.
So you can roll again though, because you get to with advantage. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
rolling with
advantage
advantage
twice.
is. You take the bigger
Nope.
number. What was the other one?
An 8.
Okay, so
Oh,
even
no.
with the advantage, you run up and just with the swings, whoosh, whoosh, he's able to move out of the way, aware that you're right behind him.
Yeah, damn
That's
it.
a bummer. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
It would have been.
His armor class isn't even that high. It's just a bad
No.
rolling. So, all right.
Tell him that. It Malcolm Fimblehouse.
Well, it's not his fault the roll went that way. It's luck. All right, Rizzler, that's your turn. It is Strontar's turn, and he is under orders. So he's running up to you, Bjorn, and you can see
Okay.
kind of a glazed look in his eyes. So he is going to, he's gonna reckless Great Weapon Master attack with his Great
boy.
Axe.
What?
Here we go.
So, attacking recklessly. Yeah, that's gonna be. Hang on. Okay, so that is a 24 minus the 5. That's
Oh.
still a 19 to hit.
God damn it. That's
So-
how strong he is.
Yeah. So Great Weapon Master. If you take a negative to your roll, you can add to your damage, and of course,
Oh,
attacking
boy.
recklessly gives him advantage to the roll. So that is gonna be. Let's see. Okay, so he rolled low there, but that. Okay, so there's 3, 8. So that's gonna be. So that's. However, he also gets his activation of Divine Fury, so his first attack that lands will do an extra damage.
Oh, fuck
that's-
me, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was a shit roll. So that is 24 points of slashing damage
Ouch.
as he brings the axe forward and it cleaves through your chest.
Rip bear.
You see
That
you see the veins in his body pulsate. He's just and cuts through you.
Ah, damn.
Ouch. How you looking, Bjorn?
Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, and so do. No, yeah, that's his turn right now. So we'll say he just kind of he still has that glazed look in his eye. So he's just taking the command full force. So, all right, then Bjorn, it's your turn.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw it is.
Come on, roll low, big man. Roll low.
It is.
Yeah, someone help me get
One. 14, now I saved.
Fuck.
Doesn't rage.
So I'm not raging. That being said, I am going to take a couple of attacks at Kristoff.
Okay.
Oops, come on. Alright, that's a 17 for the first hit.
Okay, that's gonna hit. I think. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, that
Yeah,
just
it's
hits.
better.
Just hits.
Cool. And the 20 to hit, so both of those attacks hit.
Wait. That was a 12 plus 8. Oh, wait.
'Cause it-
Oh,
yeah,
you
'cause
roll.
I have a
Okay,
plus-
I'm reading it weird.
rolling
Yeah.
to attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm rolling to
Okay.
attack right now.
Yeah. So both those hit. Yeah.
Cool. What?
12 plus 8 damage.
Well, that's why I was confused for a second. It looked like his D12. So.
No. Alright, the first one was 9 damage. And the second one is only 6 damage. Yeesh.
That's only 15. Okay.
Man,
So.
my fucking rolls are shit.
Although you're hurting, you manage to keep your mental self intact, and you do batter Kristoff around. But a lot of the attacks kind of scrape across his armor, only doing minimal damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take a lot more than that to take me down.
Is that effect he has on Strontar, is that concentration based?
That's a good question. Look,
Command, I believe is.
I think it is, yeah.
I figured it was.
I believe it is.
Anything that would manipulate either yourself or the environment or other beings would be concentration.
Oh, actually, it's not
Hunter's Mark is
concentration. It just
concentration.
lasts for the next turn. So he
Oh, okay.
got
Oh,
Strontar to attack you that turn.
Oh,
okay.
So
Yeah.
So the glazed look
So
goes
now
away,
he's-
and he's more aware of what's going on.
Okay. Now that he's kind of back and I've done that, I was like, you say you don't have a choice, but we're giving you one. Right here, right now. It doesn't have to end this way. I told you that I wasn't leaving here without giving you a second chance. And I'm making that promise. I'm keeping that promise now. Which is more than he'll offer you.
And he looks over at Kristoff, like holding his wound. You see what he does to us? He beats me down, the man that had your back. And now he tells you you get a second chance. Where was yours all that time ago? I gave it to you. This is your second chance. Will you really turn on me after everything we've been through? And he kind of puts his like knuckles to his head, and you can tell he's like sweating. He is struggling inside. All right.
So we like to see internal conflict, baby. We love it.
That is
love it.
That is your turn. It is now Kristoff's turn. So,
Fuck you, Kristoff.
Fuck you, Kristoff.
What's it?
all right. So
What's it?
he is gonna he is going to bonus action to activate his thunderous smite on his hammer, and then he's going to attack you, Bjorn.
Okay.
So he raises it up, and you see the electricity go over, and he calls forth, "Lightning King, Iron Hammer!" as he swings it right towards your face. And
Here we go.
that's also an anime reference that no one caught on to.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
that
Do the
from?
thing.
It's from Seven Deadly Sins.
I don't watch the videos.
So that's gonna be 21 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
So here we go.
All of these fucking things just hit me.
So that is gonna be standard. Oh, he rolled like shit though. Okay, so that
You
hang
said that
on.
and I took 24 damage last time, so shut up.
True dat, homie. All right,
So
so
shit kills the party.
so that is plus 4. So that's okay. That's that, and then okay, 7, and then the thunderous smite comes in. Oh my gosh, I'm rolling terribly. Okay, so
100 points of damage.
no. So that is
Rolling terribly. Fucking dead.
so that's 7 bludgeoning, 8 lightning, and 3 thunder damage. So
3 thunder damage.
So 18 damage total, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I need to make a strength saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
Got me anxious as fuck, man.
Plus, what's my strength saving throw? It's a plus 8. A 20.
Okay, so so the lightning charged hammer, he smashes it into your face, knocking you back, but the effects of thunderous smite, other than the damage, do not activate, and you're not pushed away. However, at the end of his turn, he is going to do a little daredevil move if he can, because he has the effect
Please
for
try to
it.
flip off the edge of the thing and just break your legs on the impact.
Superhero landing.
Let's see, what's that?
Breaks his knees and his hand.
Yeah.
Let me see if this is gonna work. Oof.
Wait, what?
He's certainly
what are
gonna
you trying
try.
to do?
He's rolling
break that.
quite well for me. All right, so you are going to get an attack of opportunity as he is going to leap off of this, land on here, and use it to propel himself to the edge if possible.
Is there a way for me to use my attack of opportunity to keep him here?
I believe it's just I don't believe so. It's just a matter of attacking. You would have to use your action to try and like grab onto him or something. So you just get to hit him.
Bro, just
Alright,
roll
well,
on.
might as fucking well do damage. So
But
that's a 20 to hit
That hits.
okay.
Roll for damage.
Just roll around.
and 11 damage.
Okay. So as he turns, not even basically ignoring you, you do swing out and you do cleave him in the back. But he grabs onto the rope of the other thing, swings himself forward, does a cute little backflip for the fun of it, and he grabs on with his hand at the edge here. And he is now hanging off the edge.
But yeah, I just did Google it, and it does turn out that you cannot like do any other attack variants, like during a opportunity
think
attack.
so.
It is purely just weapon
Yeah.
damage. Just wanted to like check just in case it
Right.
like it was a
Just
thing or
seemed-
not.
Unless you have
Like,
a
you would
feat
think-
that like would allow
This is the
that.
thing.
Narc.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
You would think an attack of opportunity would like make it harder for somebody to make whatever acrobatics like shit they're trying to do. Like even
Yeah.
if it's just like an attack, like it should make that harder.
You can't like
But you-
grapple or anything?
No.
No.
No,
you can't
that's
grapple.
what I just Googled. I Googled to see if if you could grapple during an opportunity attack. But anything outside of a weapon-based attack that you want to do, that's also considered like a quote-unquote attack like grappling. You cannot do because it's not like something that you would typically deal damage from, which the opportunity attack is what it's meant to do.
Right.
A bit weird, but I get it at the same time.
Anywho, Max, you're up.
All right. Upon seeing that, oh Jesus, it's such a awkward situation.
I'm seeing such an awkward situation.
How much height difference is between these?
So you're at 15 and they're at 45. So 30-foot
Okay.
difference.
All right, so if that's the case. I'm gonna need to continue doing my thing. Not completely aware that Ash is making his way towards me, and I'm gonna continue taking this up.
Okay.
Am I making my way towards you?
Well, that's what I heard, being discussed earlier about
Okay.
you trying to make your way up here.
So you're at
Yeah.
30 feet now on that thing. And that's your bonus
Okay,
action.
yeah.
You still have your action and your physical movement.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to call out to Strontar.
Oh boy. Okay.
Because because I understand what Bjorn's trying to go for, and the whole ideals of believing that your only real use is killing, and witnessing that kind of lifestyle myself from other aspects that you've read. I call out to him. Look at what this man has promised you. Everything is done to you. We're here actually offering you a chance to do the right thing, and he's abandoned you. if he really did care, do you really think he would abandon you when you've got someone right there who, if you decided to turn your nose up at them, might attack you? Think about it, please.
You haven't been there for me in my weakest time. He was. He still is. He's not abandoning me. He's protecting an ally that you have cornered. I can handle you alone.
Well, fighting words.
So, anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
Oh, we're waiting.
One thing. I would like to move to the edge of here.
Okay.
How far is that? That is...
That's not technically 60 feet. Here's how you do it. We rule it like... So 25, but it's like up, keep in mind. So it's 15 feet up and like 25 over, so... What's that? What's like the middle of that?
I don't know.
Are you hoping to... Yeah, where's Oatmeal?
22.
I'm just trying to work out if I can cast a spell that falls within the 60-foot distance.
So you gotta go 15 up, but these are like 25-ish apart, so...
Alright, so I probably wouldn't be able to make it then.
Yeah, here. Well, there's a better way to do it. So we go up 15, and then...
It's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Almost 29.
It's like
Basically
29.1.
Okay, yeah, so I wouldn't be able to make it anyway, because,
Okay.
like, from... Would I? Because from that point to...
It's a little awkward, I know, the feet of it all. But...
Technically, that would be 55 if we're going by, like, the idea of, like, it's 25 up that way, and then, like, from, like, that point, like, across, it would only be, like, 55, 60 at most. So I could, technically.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to cast Hold Person on him, just in case he tries to retaliate at you.
I mean, you can see him to an extent, so...
Actually, no, I'll hold off using Hold Person,
Okay.
just in case. Like, if he does swing for Bjorn, then I will.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck this shit.
So if that's your turn, then it's Isaiah's turn.
Yep.
He's running out of shit. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I'm trying to think here. That won't help. That won't. Yeah, he's going to attempt to summon lesser demons.
Oh boy.
Oh, brilliant.
So, bringing his hands together, you hear him chant some kind of ancient mantra.
Me want to breathe after coughing.
I think he's having a stroke.
You would think that. You would think that. And so he summons this cute little guy. It's a little big.
Oh,
but-
goblin. Stamp on it.
yeah, and it's gonna appear right here.
How adorable.
Comrade, are you part for union?
So you
Nico
gotta,
cousin.
Let's go, Union.
Let's go.
oh my
Soviet
God. It's not a
Union.
goblin. It's a little demon creature. So
Well, we'll make Demon Creature Union then.
sure. Oh shoot! Now I gotta roll initiative for him.
Yeah, he said, sure, we're going to make a union.
It's not what I said.
Yay!
We're unionizing.
So he'll go
So
there.
proud of us, guys.
Oh boy.
My mother's going to be so proud.
So there's not much else he can really do. He'll just bonus action to cantrip, and he is going to chill touch Rizzler.
Ah,
Keep working on Alpha Rizzler.
Don't worry, it's necrotic damage. It can't kill you.
I did have something
It's
against
literally
this one,
death damage.
Yeah.
No, necrotic damage can't kill you.
Oh, okay.
It can only take you to 1 HP.
Built Diffie.
Can it really? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
He's
that's what I've always seen on it.
If you say so. So
Let me make sure while you go ahead and do it.
okay. I don't know. I don't think it'll down him anyway, but we'll see. So he's going to. Oh, that works. Yeah. So he's gonna roll the
Oh, yeah.
hit on this.
Okay, so to make it clear, it's that use necrotic damage have an instant effect tied to them, it has to have the instant death effect tied to them to kill them.
Oh. Okay.
Dealing necrotic damage to a player with low HP isn't a kiss of death, is what it says.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so
either
keep
way,
it.
we'll roll to hit, see what happens. And that is going to be. Oh, that's plenty. That's a 20 to hit. Not natural, but it's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
So you're gonna take. Does that get added? I don't believe so. No, it's just this. So you're gonna take 9 points of necrotic damage as he turns around and beams you with a little blue frost, like, blast and hits you in the face with it.
Sexy.
Yeah. So 9 necrotic damage to you, Rizla.
Okay.
What time of year is this? Is this like midsummer?
Thursday.
Uh,
No, Thursday.
I didn't account for this question. It's not snowy time. It's like summer-esque.
It's not snowy time. He says.
Yeah.
Who the fuck made this so cold? What is happening?
Oh, I got cold.
Okay. So you get chill touched, and yeah, he can't move, so he's gonna end his turn there.
Bit brisk
Alrighty.
out today.
So AJ, it's your turn.
All right. So basically, this entire time, I want to talk to the man we've all been trying to convince.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
Strontar, even though you always forget his name. Yeah.
Well, no, I knew it was Strong Talk. I was saying earlier before they were saying talking about him being stronger than Max.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna build off that. Strontar, we know you're strong physically. We've all acknowledged you. We want you to turn. We're giving you these chances because you're deserving. But you're weak mentally. And he is taking advantage of that. You can't let that happen. Look what he's doing to you and look what he's done to others. Look at your past. What has he made you do? Has any of it ever been worth being proud of?
All right, roll persuasion.
All right.
Damn. He's a much better talker than his dad was, isn't he?
Yeah.
Say
This
that,
one's
I
actually,
was
well, this
thinking-
guy's actually smart, so you
Yeah.
know.
He's
Yeah.
smart, but like cowardly.
All right, so that's an 18.
Okay.
Good.
That's a 16 plus 2.
You criticized me like the rest of them criticized me. You tell me to turn against the only person who gave me a chance. You want me on your side just to help you? You want me to be a weapon like him? I have no path moving forward. Stop talking to me. And you can tell he's getting very frustrated. All right. It is the.
Wait.
What?
Do I still have an action?
Oh, well, I didn't know if you were doing more.
I
you
was just
doing
gonna. Yeah, I was gonna want to go ahead and cast a. Well, I'm gonna have to cast a low-level spell, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt.
Okay.
And did you count that as an action or a bonus action doing the speech?
Persuasion. Well, it could be either. Technically, I'd recommend using it as a bonus action. So.
Yeah, I'll just do it as a bonus action. All right.
You can use the
I'll do it.
firebolt on.
I'm gonna use Firebolt on what's his name? This guy.
Oh, Kristoff.
fuck
who's standing-
Kristoff.
Okay.
Fuck you, Kristoff. You hurt me earlier. And let me make sure of something. Yeah, he's within range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I love
So
those memory
Firebolt,
spells.
that is going to be natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll get low damage.
Dude, you don't know how happy I am to always see that B
Well,
come
no,
up.
we
You
said
know?
for natural 20s, we've said like it's whatever you roll and then the maximum of the other die.
Yeah. So you can if you want, you can just roll 1d10 and then add 10 to it instead of
Well,
rolling
it's
2d10.
2d10 normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you can roll 2d10 and add 20 to it if you want.
Correct.
2d10.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
damn, that's actually pretty. That's OP.
Ow.
Well,
Maximum of one other die, or
Maximum. So no, it's
you
since it's
double
already-
the die
since-
damage. You double whenever you get a crit, you double the die damage. So what is your standard roll?
Damn.
What is his standard roll for you? The
10,
damage roll.
The D10.
So it's
standard
it's a
D10,
1d it's a
2d10s.
1d10 it's 2d10s is standard.
Yes.
Okay, so then yeah, you roll 2d10. So don't roll 4d10, just roll 2d10 and then add
Okay.
20. You can add 20.
I got 15. So
So
35.
35.
20.
Nice. 35 fire damage. Fuck
Jesus
yeah, dude.
Christ, that's so much.
So
Alright.
you
Maybe-
you point out your finger at Kristoff with a little beam of fire at the end, and it grows to to almost the size of like a fireball, and you shoot it out and blast him in the back. Ugh! And you actually see burn marks on the back of his armor and cloak, and
Oh yeah.
it actually shakes this whole like thing just a little bit as he's you know what? I'll roll Constitution to see if he holds on. He does, but that hurt him badly. So.
I grab my jug with my hand that's still like got fire on it. Oh shit! Oh no!
I knew those crabs would come back. Oh man. All right. Anything else there, fancy shooter?
I believe that's it.
All right.
Nice.
All right. It
Thanks
is
for that
the.
new D20 roll thing. That's awesome.
You're welcome. All right. So the general is going to run up to the side here, and he is going to try and knock Kristoff off with his sword.
Right
So.
it is. That's why he's the GOAT.
Again, one miss and one hit. So we'll see here. That's 14 points of slashing damage to Kristoff, who's looking pretty hurt right now, honestly. So he swings once, and Kristoff is able to kind of dodge it. He swings down again, and he cuts him across the arm. And so he loses grasp with one arm. Let's roll Constitution.
Oh,
He knocks him off.
General Zagarius, let's go.
What a legend!
And he just yells down, "How do you like that one, you little shit?" And so,
Now, quick, Zagarius,
falling.
jump down and stamp on his fucking head.
So
on the
what
way
is that?
down.
I
That's
was about to say, I'm
Yeah.
tempted to do that.
that's 15 feet. All right, and we'll say he takes an extra 3 points of bludgeoning damage because he fell. So
Yeah.
Good
Hang on,
shit.
how high up are we? Like 30?
15
No,
feet.
15.
That one's
15
15.
feet.
15.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
All right. And that is going to, well, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be the general's turn. He'll just stay there. All right. They're down and out still. So Barrett, it's your turn.
Bard. Okay, Bard's just gonna go all in on thingy. I keep saying his name wrong, so I'll let you.
Isaiah. Thank you,
Isaiah.
Joy.
Isaiah. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna
You
go
got Joy.
full all in Isaiah. So I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah, you have advantage.
See. So I have advantage.
Because you're
Yeah,
flanking with the
back
rogue.
tactics.
Yeah.
With the small man.
Yeah.
Does that mean? Oh hell yeah! Does that mean I
Legit.
get to roll twice or?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, you
advantage
roll
means
twice and you take the bigger number.
So even if you get like a 90, you can roll again for a crit, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got a 22 was the highest,
Okay.
That hits.
and damage I got a 7.
Okie dokie artichoke. So, with your advantage, as he's distracted with the little man behind him, you come forth. He tries to block it with his halberd, but you're able to slip your blade inside and cut him across the chest. Isaiah's not looking great either, so.
Sick. Cool.
All right.
Just get better.
Nice, nice.
What else you got?
I don't think for me there is much. Oh, I'll do this. Action surge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a fighter thing.
My
Yeah.
guy.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll to hit again. I got a 23 to hit,
That hits.
Sir.
and I got a 13 damage.
Nice.
See.
I really
Damn.
hope he says describe it to me.
Well
No,
use
okay.
of action surge right there.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm pretty
Don't
sure King
describe it
didn't-
to me.
Pretty sure King
No.
doesn't want us to kill this guy right now either.
don't worry, the DM's not panicking. So you action
DM's not
surge,
panicking.
you spin on a 360 and cut him across the stomach. And he actually has to bend over and hold himself. He doesn't really bleed much because he's like half undead, but he is hurting from the hits. So
Sick.
his blood's like thick and black.
Kick him in the
But-
balls as a bonus action.
No.
Doosh.
This is for Asher.
All right. So
That's
anything else,
shall
Barrett?
seek vengeance.
No, I'm just gonna sort of, as I sort of get myself back together again, I'm just gonna mutter under my breath, "Evil heretic."
okay. Top of the turn order, Rizzler, you're up.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Fuck him up,
Let's
Rizzy.
go, Rizzy.
Aiden
Your
and Elliot.
mother was a hamster.
Let's see.
Dad, you fucked the hamster.
What was
Your mother was a hamster, your father's like elderberries.
All right.
He's just like, what the fuck?
I tuned out a while ago. Sorry.
So, let's attack with the rapier with advantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sir.
This is stupid.
Oh, okay. That is a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Damn.
Wait.
And with sneak attack.
Yeah, so
right?
you roll your normal damage and then you add 1d6 to that. So
It's actually 3d6.
never mind. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
kill
it's
myself.
Oh well, you're in luck because it was.
Guys, we're beating
let's
the
see.
Dungeon Master.
You
It
dick.
is 16 damage.
Wow. All right. So, let me math here real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
So
2.
you
Five.
you shoot out with the rapier and you pierce him through the side of the neck. And as you pull the blade out, the black ichor shoots out. He is close to falling. So
Oh, goody.
And then for my bonus action, I guess I'll just prepare to dodge.
okay.
Let's get ready.
All right. So, it is Strontar's turn. As you are all messing with him, all he sees is your friends attack his comrade, and he sees Kristoff fall and collapse, because keep in mind, this is all happening almost in the same turn.
Yeah.
He sees, boss! And so he is not even going to pay you a second thought, Bjorn, and he's just going to jump off.
Fuck,
You can
okay.
take an attack of opportunity if you want.
I don't want to attack him. I want to stop him from moving. That's all I want.
Can you use
Well,
an
then you
attack
can't, yeah.
spell? Doesn't
No.
do damage, but it does like okay.
No, the only thing I
could-
can do is like make an attack roll. That's the only thing I can do. 'Cause
Could
I
he
can't
try and grapple? Oh no.
No, I can only do that on my turn.
So no? Okay.
I guess not. No, I'm not
So-
gonna
So
hit
no
him.
head.
Go ahead.
So he's going to
Sorry.
drop down here, and how far are we? We're 45 feet. So he's going to take, willingly, just by falling willingly. And he's going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
So he will
He's
land
probably got
on
the
his
health for
knees
it.
badly, just...
Blood to my booty hole.
And he is going to run, and he's going to use his action to sprint over here and double his movement to get to Kristoff and protect him.
okay.
And then, can you do anything else? Let's see, real quick. Hang on. First, I got math. There we go. He hasn't taken it. No
Mathematics.
one's really swung at him. So,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's at full health.
yeah,
Essentially.
he's fine to take
I
that.
love him.
So, really do anything else? Bonus action, he's just gonna pick him up. Pick him up in his arms. And that is gonna be his turn. Bjorn, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
What would you say, since we've discussed that the magic within me is volatile and I've had a hard time controlling it when I go into a rage?
Mm-hmm.
What would I need to roll to get a specific magical effect on my Wild Surge table?
Well, are
What would you
you
want me to roll?
so you're trying to rage on purpose now instead of it just happening?
So, I basically want the magical effect where I can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I want that to happen. Like I specifically want that power so it's easier for me to get down.
So you're basically trying to invoke the power that you've been fighting, is what you're somewhat
Pretty much,
telling me.
yes.
Okay, I'll say you can certainly try.
What do I need to roll for that?
So in this case, since you're making, well, because you could, like, as a barbarian, technically you just say, oh, I want to rage, but you've designed your character as it's not something that you can just do on and off, it's something that happens. So if you'd really have to, like, Jimmy Neutron brain blast here to try and get it to happen.
So like an intelligence check or
Well,
something?
it's still deep within you. That's the thing. It's like a part of you. So I would say it's still wisdom, but now you're not rolling wisdom to save. You're rolling wisdom to basically force yourself to activate that power. You know, almost even like calling on like how you've obtained the power and everything. So just roll straight wisdom and tell me what you get.
Roll straight wisdom.
Come on, Rocky. You gotta get angry.
13?
You gotta get mean.
I'm trying to think about how I want to do the numbers with this. Because that is kind of low, but it's not bad. I'll say you can invoke the rage, but you still have to. All right, we'll say this: you still have to roll on the table, but you can add plus or minus 1 to whatever the number you get. So you get like a 3 and 8 chance, or however many options there are.
Yeah, 3 and 8. Yeah, 3 and 8. That's not bad. Let's try it.
But whatever you roll on,
Right.
you get that. You can't say no, I don't want it now. So you will end up raging
Right.
here.
So yeah, I will end up raging, and I will end up getting whatever magical effect it is. But I can add a plus or a minus 1 to whatever effect it is to see if it might help me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck yes, that's a 2, baby, and that's teleport up to 20 feet in unoccupied space as a bonus action.
That's perfect.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So you're gonna teleport like on the ground, like right here.
So it is 20 feet, so I do have to kind of jump off a little bit. But as I'm like 10 feet down, I will, basically just.
Okay, I'll allow that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then since I'm not sacrificing any movement to do said thing, would you say because I am invoking a rage at this point that I'm pretty well within my wits at this point?
Yes, although your senses are heightened, your heart is beating faster, and you still are in an aggressive feeling mood, you are more in control of yourself because you basically forced it to happen. So.
Right. Okay, so I can move 40 feet. Oop. Okay, so I can get to out there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I will get to about 40 feet, and yeah, I mean, we're just gonna call out to Strontar again. Try my best to convince him. What do I want to say here? I'm thinking really hard about what I want to say.
I'll take your time, man. Like fucking.
I don't want to take too.
Well, don't take forever.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
cool.
I don't want to take too much time.
When I say take your time, I don't mean like take forever, but like take.
Yeah,
Enough.
but like,
Minute. Take a minute.
In the meantime.
you know what? Speak from the heart. Fuck it.
Oh boy.
Strontar, look at me. I
Yeah.
Understand
Wait.
your loyalty. What?
Hang on.
Hang on.
I clicked the wrong thing. Hang on. There we go. You said look at me, so
Yeah.
there you go. He's holding him looking at you, so.
Yeah. I understand your loyalty. I understand what he offered you. Believe me, I've been offered things too. Things that I didn't ask for, but kept me in the shape that I could be. I was given a second chance by something that I didn't ask for. But I'm using this power now to do good. I'm using this power now to remain free and be able to help those around me. I'm offering you the same thing. I cannot guarantee that Kristoff is going to keep his word, and I understand your allegiance to him. I'm asking you to trust me as someone who understands what you've been through, as someone who understands what it means to have strength. Please.
Roll persuasion. With advantage.
With advantage, got it. Thank
I
God
didn't
have
get
charisma.
advantage. I tried really hard.
Shut up, bitch.
Hey, listen, Strontar and I, we are 2 peas in a pod, baby.
And I'm making that sometime.
Okay, that's an 11 for the first one, so no.
Glad I said advantage.
16, so that's better. Not fantastic, but it's better.
You see, like, breath shoot out of his mouth. You speak to me of strength. And I admire your commitment. For so long, I've just wanted to belong. And he kind of hoists his arms up. He accepted me for what I was. And you're telling me I can be more. I just don't know what I want. And he doesn't really... it's hard to read his expression, but you can tell he's thinking about what you said wholeheartedly. Is that your turn?
I will, as just kind of a final note, since I'm gonna make it super quick. Strontar, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to hurt you. You're going to do what you're going to do. I'm simply offering you my hand.
Okay. The little demon monster's turn. So he's gonna drop down. He's gonna try and slap you, Barrett.
Slap his ass.
Cute.
Slap ass.
It is cute, isn't it? It's cute
Yeah.
how that's a 22 to hit.
It's cute
Wow.
because I cast shield.
You do you actually have it this time?
Yes.
Okay. He's not even that strong. Okay, so he's gonna swing, and you're gonna armor your defenses so his claws just bang against it. All right, yeah, that. So you don't take any damage, and I cry a
Nope.
little inside. I gotta find a monster who just negates armor or some shit. You know what? You got your tank. You got your tank.
That's
in for the-
that's actually okay, King, because I'm just looking here. I also have absorb elements. I've got protection from good and evil. I have blade ward. So pick your poison, buddy. Pick your poison.
All right, guys, I'm gonna ban sketchy next session. So,
That's that.
You'll be
All right.
smited by God.
Listen, it was
Yeah.
either this or Battle Master Fighter, and I had to pick one.
You know what? I think you picked correctly.
I think I
so
did.
too.
I wish you would
took
have
a
picked
long time
Battlemaster
to-
Fighter and just done more damage. Because you only do 7 per turn, also. So
Mm,
You know what? It's
How
fine.
mu-
He's the tank. He's the tank. I'm the heavy hitter. It's fine.
exactly. That's it. That's it.
Sketchy's like that StarCraft player who just builds the entire army before ever going after somebody, because it just
Yeah.
takes him forever to take somebody down.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do.
Effective.
All
It's
right.
effective.
So little demon guy just gets mad and screams at you. That's his turn. All right, it's it's Kristoff's turn. He gets himself up. He just stands next to Strontar and he puts his hand on him. My friend, we have been together for 5 years now. He offers you one path, I offer you another. I will not stand here and question your loyalty. You know what you are to me. You matter. We can do great things together. But if you'd rather go off with him, then by all means I won't stop you. Just remember, I'm either your ally or your enemy. There is nothing in the middle. So what do you want to do, Strontar? Decide what happens in this moment. And I'm actually going to roll persuasion on that.
Poor fucking dude. He's literally.
We're fucking with his head. So
Yeah,
Gaslight gate.
this guy is...
this is probably the most he's thought.
For
in
the
a long
record,
time.
out of all of them, Strontar, of course, has the lowest intelligence, so this is, like, really fucking with him, so yeah.
He's I should get advantage because he's like my dad. Then.
I should start rolling... Well, he's not stupid, I'm just saying he's not, like, you know, he's not that mindful or
Are you
otherworldly.
calling my dad stupid?
Yes. He's a -2, so
I'll
yes.
have you know he's saved. He killed a dragon.
And I helped. Alright, so, Bjorn, Strontar looks up at you. I don't want to fight you either. But I can't just turn my blade against my own. And he looks up at Isaiah, who is, like, about to collapse. And he points at him. Spare him. And we all walk. You can't be serious. We could just shut up! And he actually startles Kristoff.
Oh.
Spare Isaiah.
Think for yourself.
And we walk. Kill him. And you will leave me no choice.
So he's asking us to spare him, as in take Isaiah prisoner, or let him go with you?
He's
guys?
asking you to give him to him, since both him and Kristoff are like falling apart already. They can barely fight anyway. He's saying, don't kill him, give him to me, and we leave. And this, you know, he's basically saying they're gonna halt their plans. Because Kristoff needs him, and he won't do it, so...
Oh boy, that's tough.
That is a tough moral situation. Either we convert the guy that we want to convert, or we...
At this point, there's no converting him.
Yeah,
It's either at this point it's either let them go and hope that we come back under better circumstances, or
we slay one of
take
them.
out one of them. Take out one of them. Hope that we survive this encounter against both Kristoff and Strontar.
I will tell you this now. Barrett doesn't give a shit.
That kind of-
He
that's the
will.
thing.
he will take, like, if you give him the opportunity, if it means saving the overarching world and stopping the heresy, he will kill Kristoff by any means necessary.
I mean, you can speak. We're kind of at a pause. You
That's
can
the thing.
speak if you want to say something. So,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
outright
thinking-
speak.
I will say this, like, I know what I'm going to do. What the rest of you do is completely up to you. I'm not, like, that is entirely dependent on what you do.
God, you're so hot.
Like, Barrett would like to spare the orc, but it overarchingly it doesn't matter to him.
Okay.
Yeah, Max is very much in the same mindset. If he can save Strontar, because, like, you know, he's seen that kind of person in action and knows that, like, you know, if set on the right course, they can do good. Like, you know, he understands that, but, like, he also understands, like, you know, if we let them go, the next time when there's, like, 4 of them, we might not do as good.
If they even get to the 4th person before we do.
That's true. But, like,
That's
still
my
that.
thing.
Yeah, it's very hard to decide, and it's very much a matter of, like, either we take out one of their biggest hitters now, and we weaken their black circle overall, so then when, like, the rest of them are assembled, they might not be able to fully do what they need to do, or we let them go and potentially struggle more later, which is the biggest issue
So
here.
it's one of these things where, like, right now we're in a place where, you know,
The power's
if
in your
we
hands.
kill- yeah,
Yeah.
because, like, if we kill Isaiah, at that point Strontar's probably going to, because, I mean, like, at that point it's a guarantee that Strontar is not going to come to our side because we've killed an ally
Yeah.
of his. If we let him go, there is still potential to maybe get him to see reason later. Not a guarantee.
You
but
can
it's
see the
potential.
struggle in his face. He honestly believes that you could give him a second chance, which seems to be something he wants, unlike the others who are just bent on doing their plan. He's more willing to...
Right.
Let's just say that they've being together for 5 years, and the fact his loyalty is wavering, it means you've done something to him. So
Yeah, and see,
True.
Bjorn sees that as, like, for him that's enough to take the risk. For him, that's enough to take the risk of being like, if we can save one of them, if we can bring somebody to the light without having to like kill anybody, that would be ideal. Like, that's what Bjorn's thought
all right.
process is.
So what do you say to him? Let's keep this moving.
Bjorn is going to call out to everybody up on the platform with Isaiah. You all, allow Isaiah to regroup with his allies.
Fine.
No.
You're over here, just like,
I
fine.
go over there. So Isaiah is one of the guys that are asleep, right?
No, he's the guy up here.
Isaiah's up here.
Oh, what about the guys that are asleep? They don't give a shit about him?
No, they're minions. They're not.
They're
They're,
not.
they're
I'm
like
sorry.
grunts that they hired or whatever.
While this is happening, I'm gonna start digging through their pockets.
What?
They're asleep.
Literally.
They're asleep. As long as I don't do damage, it's fine.
Like, just like one arm outstretched, like protecting against the little fucking goblin creature. Just Barrett calls down, "Nuh-uh."
Nah.
I understand. It's not an ideal situation, but if we're killing them, we're no better.
I'm just sitting, like, hands in the guy's pockets. I trust him. I trust Bjorn.
You find 20 gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
I'm not gonna tell them about
We
it.
live to fight another day. We won't stoop to their levels.
And how much better do you reckon the world will be if we let them off? They summon whatever ungodly sight that they plan on doing.
Is that what you
the world
think?
will be better?
You think we're summoning something? You have no idea what the plan even is. You've come after us because the world has told you we were the enemy. How do you know we're not the allies in the long run? I was willing to take the mark of villain to carry out my plans. It's not for the sake of summoning something. This is all me.
I've heard you preach before. Your ideals are toxic, and they will lead to the deaths of many innocents. I refuse to let that slide.
Very
But
well.
If it means that we could spare at least someone and give a second chance, then I'm willing to. What's the word? I'm willing to barter with you now.
Kristoff, because it's still technically his turn, he's looking over at Strontar. You really won't turn on this one, will you? Your head is firmly up your ass on this. Our group stays together, or I walk. Interesting. Alright, and he looks over at Barrett, kind of seeing how unwavering you are. Then allow me to sweeten the deal. Give us Isaiah, and I'll give you me on a silver platter. He throws his hammer off to the side. Boss, you can't... Enough. This is all about me, isn't it? Stopping the Black Circle's nefarious leader. And so he steps forward a little.
That's fucking suspicious.
That is
What?
suspicious as fuck.
Allow my comrades to leave, and I will surrender.
Barrett sort of,
Could I roll an insight check?
Go ahead.
That's an 18.
As far as you can tell, he's not lying. He will honestly give himself up if you let his comrades go.
Alright, and so upon seeing that, I call out to Bjorn. I say we take him. Let the other two go. Like, Strontar, you've already got inside his head enough. There's not much else we could do right now. If he says that there's no chance of, like, you know, him changing his mind if we kill them, then why do it now?
Accept your deal, Kristoff.
Well then,
Barrett's going to go ahead. He cuts like one of the ropes, like sort of holding on to the lower half of it to sort of bring him down a lot easier, if that makes sense.
so you're coming down?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm going to like sort of, if you think of it, I cut sort of high in the rope, but it allows the rope to sort of dangle, so I can sort of use it. Actually, no, hang on a minute. The rope's still there for my javelin. I just come down that rope.
Okay, so
And
you're
make
coming
things
you're coming
easier.
down here?
You
Yes.
also just go
Okay.
for like the thing and turn it.
No, that's boring. Have you ever seen the Navy SEALs use an elevator? No.
No, because they usually invade random caves.
That's
with
the
random terrorists
point.
in
I
them.
want to move my
Yes.
platforms.
I tell you what, like, had Strontar's, like, you know, turn ended, like, you know, when he hit the floor and like he had not been able to move any further, my original plan was I was going to destroy like the remaining rope where I could, causing it to like flatten the other guy who's there and like potentially block his
Oh my
path.
gosh.
That would have been something. That'd be cool.
Blood and viscera goes everywhere. But continue.
So you guys are what are we doing here? Are you guys letting them go? The
Yeah,
two of
we're
them?
letting him go for the moment. Yep.
Barrett,
I'm checking this guy's pocket now.
are you fine with this?
I'm not, but I want to find out more about his motives.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't get down here. It's too high.
So the general
let-
walks to the edge. I'm not sure I'm fond of this plan, but you have the go-ahead. If we're letting these two go in exchange for the leader, I support it. And so he begins to crank this so that you all come down.
Not like you have a choice, nerd.
Can someone get me down, please? Oh wait,
You
no,
can
never
crank
mind.
down yourself, dude.
Yeah.
I can't move it.
Bullshit.
Thank
There you
you,
go.
Dad.
You're welcome, son.
Eh.
Okay.
I would assume that like I don't have anything on me to kind of restrain him besides like regular old rope. Would the general have something that I can like?
Yeah, he could come over and help you. So, all right.
Okay.
Well, before anything, you know, you can you grab onto Kristoff and you can feel his muscles tighten because he doesn't like it. Boss, you can't be serious. Enough. This is what you wanted. A happy little everybody survives ordeal. If this is what it takes to maintain your loyalty and keep him alive, I will do what must be done for the sake of the circle. Now get the hell out of my sight before things turn ugly again. And Isaiah just like slops over onto him. You're the boss. We leave now. And so they begin to walk away.
Real quick, I do want to call out to Strontar one more time
Okay.
before he leaves. Strontar, Listen. I know that you will do anything for these people. Your loyalty is, well, it's very admirable. But I would be careful of who you put your trust into.
I'm sure our paths will cross again. Maybe even all of you could come to some sort of compromise. It's not me to make that decision. It's up to you and the boss. I just want my comrades to see the light of the next dawn. And with that, he picks up Isaiah and carries him off. Well, that was surely an interesting outcome, I do say. And the general just kind of butts in and he does have like metal shackles he can place on him. Shut up! I'm sick of listening to you talk. I can't believe this just happened. And so he handcuffs him behind his back.
I know this isn't the most ideal outcome, General, but this was the best that we could do.
Well, I'm outvoted anyway. I believe in democracy. That's what you wanted to do, and it stopped any more unnecessary bloodshed. So, hopefully with him in our possession, we can get somewhere. Oatmeal, you find 1 potion of healing common.
Yeah! I've been waiting for you to say something like that.
I wanted to search, what's his face? Isaiah?
Isaiah?
Search his pockets, yeah, but he's already gone.
General, I have a question.
Speak.
Don't suppose you have a private room for our guest here? We could maybe get some questions out of him, if you know what I mean.
You see like a gleam in his eye. There's a few abandoned buildings around here we can take him to. I don't see why not. Come on, you, and he yanks on him. You're coming with us. Oh, vacation. I could surely use one. And so I assume the rest of you just kind of board one of these things go up.
Yeah, we're all gonna...
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna follow the general because I got some ideas up my sleeve.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just making sure that Kristoff is not going to try anything funny. After escaping last time, he like as they're kind of starting to move towards where we're holding him, he'll basically lean over and he'll be like, "I told you I'd catch you again."
I never had a doubt in my mind you would surely put forth all your effort. The matter is not, could you catch me? It's, can you hold on to me? And you all carry his sorry ass all the way to an old-looking abandoned building in Monaga. It's getting later in the day. The sky is slowly turning a nice pinkish color. And you hear the rushing water once again of the river and the waterfalls. And I'm going to take a sip of that water right now.
Fantastic.
You're not allowed to, King.
I'm going to kick your ass.
No.
Turn that off. Okay, my frickin' virus protection one decided to do an update right now, so that's
Fantastic.
Yep. Alright, so the general leads you to a building. He actually brings a couple of guards to stand out front. I don't have a room for this, but theater of mind, everybody. So it winds up being a just an old abandoned building. There's like a couple old chairs, so he moves one to the center and sits Kristoff down on it and like pulls his arms behind it. And he just kind of sits there smiling at all of you, like with a gleam in the eye. And the general just kind of stands in the corner and he crosses his arm. He can't cross his arm, so he just kind of wraps one around him. Well, it's your ball game, kids. Do what you want with them.
All right then. General,
Might-
I'm gonna need some
might I-
favors. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's okay. I just really quick wanted to say, I understand we're in a temporary location, but if we could allocate some resources to holding him a little bit more strongly, that would be ideal. He's quite the crafty one, and strong as you've seen.
Indeed. It might take some time, but I can put out word to Westershin. They, of all people, would be interested in keeping an eye on him.
That will do.
General, I have a small shopping list I might need, if that's okay.
I will do what I can. Keep in mind, I am no errand boy.
That's perfectly fine. Send one of your guards. I want an apron, and I'm going to need some medical appliances, as it were.
Oh.
Oh, I certainly like where this is going. This is getting very fun very quickly. The general just kind of sneers at him. As you wish. I don't want any association with this. And he goes outside and makes the request to the guards. In the meantime, what do you guys do?
So like
I'd
after
like
he's
to
left.
break his knee.
I
No,
look
I'm
at- I
serious.
look at
No,
Max.
of course not. I know you're serious, but it's just so sudden.
it came out of nowhere.
So wait,
I
you're
look at
you're
Max.
you're
a
actually.
doctor?
I think he's quite literally just going to like try to break his fucking knee like right now.
No, like while he's like sitting, I imagine he's sitting on a chair or something, right?
And
Yeah,
it's-
wooden
like,
chair,
bent.
arms behind the
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna like pull up his knee and fucking like break it over my elbow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna pick up the arm. You're gonna pick his leg up and just like push it like inwards, so like the knee goes backwards.
Yep.
All right.
Grossed out.
So as he's laughing, you
Fuck.
you break his leg. Yeah, you're not gonna roll to hit that. He can't stop it. So fuck.
I would be very fucking surprised.
Yeah.
He gets in that one, breaks his elbow.
Yeah. All right. You pick
You
up
know
his.
what'd be more
You,
fucked?
you pick up his leg and his eyes grow angry as you bring your elbow down and you.
All right, and then I look at him. I use healing word. Healing word to fix his
No.
knee back.
I don't even think
Alright,
healing word
this
would
is
do
gonna
enough in
happen-
that case.
This is gonna happen again and again.
That would actually be kind of sick.
So you want to
Gross.
you're gonna healing
Mark,
word his
go.
knee.
Yeah, healing word is knee. So
All right,
fixed.
if you want to,
If
you.
you're allowing me to do this, that's great.
I
Well,
can't. It won't perfectly fix his knee since it's outright broken, but it will repair some of the like torn
Yeah.
muscles. So.
Okay.
After watching our boy Barrett break his leg, I rolled the sleeves up on like my shirt, and I look around at like, the rest of the party, and I say like quite lowly, like almost like it's as if like this is like a shameful thing that's about to happen. It's like, if any of you are uncomfortable with what's about to happen, I'd recommend you leave now. It's not going to be pretty. He just-
Asher's a little bitch. She's like, wait, what are you doing?
We're going to get information out of him by any means necessary, and that might mean I may have to get surgical with it.
Oh, this is
Surgical.
getting interesting. And with that, the guard does return with an apron and a bag of like medical supplies. This is what you requested. The baker was as confused as I was, but here you are. And he pulls out a bag. We have a couple of blades, clippers, gauze, a couple healing potions. Is this
Wait.
everything?
Wonderful.
hang on.
That's everything I need.
Okay.
Apologies. Did you say the chef?
Yeah,
man, where is it? Yeah,
So-
where's he gonna get
So
an apron from?
he's
he
got
doing?
the apron. I just like to imagine like a Cooking Mama themed apron.
No, it's not like all frilly or anything. It's just a regular like white apron you can tie around yourself. But it
It
would
just
be
says-
from the chef. So
It just says "Home is where the heart is" just on the apron.
okay, I can say that. Sure, I'm fine with that.
So like, upon taking the supplies, I dismiss him because I don't exactly want them feeling that they're wrapped up in it. Of course.
So
I
yeah.
start to put the apron on, and I just begin to like observe the tools at hand, because it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna need some of this, because it's gonna be necessarily not fun for any of us, but it might need to be done. And I look over at Christoph, and I speak quite low, like, as again, it's not exactly a prideful moment, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real. I wish it didn't have to come to this, but you have been a massive pain in my ass, and I'm gonna be honest. You have been one of the most tedious fuckers to hunt down that I've ever met, and I've hunted some people down, and honestly, I take no pride in this, but this might get fun.
Oh, you're not the only one that's going to enjoy this. Trust me.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Again, anyone who wants to leave, you're more than welcome to, because
So Asher's standing outside right now.
yeah, he's
already
standing outside the door.
gone. Asher's got his fingers to his ears.
La 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 la.
No. Asher's going for a nice walk. He's gonna go meet with the general. Me and the general are going to become best friends.
Yeah, he'll stay outside with you, sure.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
I have a feeling we won't need to be doing any of that to get any answers out of him.
Well, you're more than welcome to ask questions, but I want to see what this can do. I'm gonna be real with you. I might not want to enjoy this, but I'm gonna be honest with what's laid out in front of me. I at least want to try something out.
So we can we'll say for the sake of the scene, his armor has been removed. I mean, he still has like
Yes.
clothes on, of course, but the
course.
armor's like the armor, the weapon, and all that has been taken somewhere safe.
Bjorn,
Does he
Bjorn
have
is
a magic
obviously-
focus, by the way?
Does he what?
Does he have a
Magic
magical
focus.
focus?
He does not.
Okay, I didn't think he would.
Bjorn at this point is very uncomfortable with what is happening because he has never really tortured somebody. But he is obviously going to stay because he knows like having extra muscle around is going to be necessary. So he's just like really trying like not to look while also remaining present to be like to watch in case something happens.
He's like got his hands on it, but he's like looking through his fingers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, oh gods, oh please.
All right. So what are the two of you doing then?
All right, so whoever wants to ask, I sit down. I'm like, all right, whoever wants to ask questions, you're more than welcome to ask. But if he starts pulling any cheap tricks, I am going to engage.
Okay. Well, we'll lead with this. You mentioned you don't think that we fully understand what the Black Circle's intentions are. Do you mind elaborating on that?
I am an open book about my plans. It does not really matter to me who knows what exactly. A long time ago, well, and he looks over at Max, who's like sharpening the blade between, like he's like picking at his nails with like one of the knives. Well, perhaps you don't want the entire backstory, so I'll get to the chase. I founded this group 5 years ago, as I said. I picked out each individual member of my own choosing. This world has grown quite weak after the Light and Dark War. Mighty heroes such as yourselves still populate the lands. But most of these citizens, look at this city for example, they choose to shut themselves off from the rest of the world, choosing to remain ignorant and blind to all the evil that stands. I am fully aware of the bad that is in the world, the devils, the demons, the orcs, the goblins, and all other kinds of celestial beings the world hasn't even experienced yet. They seek the mortal realm, they seek our lives, or our enslavement. Your women, your gold, your family, your very soul. This world has been in danger for a long time, and although the war was won and the Supreme Being said his little monologue or whatever, we grew weak as people, very weak. Now, if it wasn't for adventurers like yourselves, well look, I would have already won by now. These people can't stand up for themselves. They instead allow to some soldiers who barely know how to fight. They instead entrust a handful of selected individuals to fight on their behalf. It's pathetic, and he spits. So
These cities use what they have to yeah,
I know, it's okay.
Give me a second. The city uses what they have to protect themselves. It's you people like you that pose the threat. You're the reason they need to protect themselves in the first place.
Well then, perhaps you're right. I'm not going to sit here and pride myself on being an honorable man. I mean, I gave myself up for you and all, but let's be honest. You know what I intend to do, to an extent, and I intend to do it no matter what. I am here to make the world better, though. My plan infuses the world with only the strong, only those who can defend themselves, a world that no other force could ever impact yet again. Whether I live or die is not of consequence. It is just so the plan goes to fruition.
Oh, enough of this bullshit. Talking about a better world if the weak weren't here. Now, I don't say this lightly, but that is bullshit. There are people all around here who make the world a better place, even if they are weak physically. I wouldn't even know what to call him, but he helped raise me when I was younger, and he was a man who, well, I would consider him a hero in the eyes of many. Maybe not around here, but back where he came from, he was. And you know what? He might have slain a bunch of people, but any chance he could, he would always take what was good and he would preserve it, no matter how weak or how strong they were. He was a true hero. And you might see yourself as, like, you know, some kind of hero in your own mind, like, you know, trying to get rid of the weak and, like, you know, make sure the good are there, so, like, they might be able to, like, you know, be what stands against, like, the evil and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if you have no weak to defend, then what separates you from those who are evil in the first place?
An interesting question to ponder. What makes us different is I seek to make necessary change. Let me ask you a question. What happens when one day the astral plane just opens a rift, and out comes pouring a creature of unimaginable size and destruction? The world won't be ready. Millions will be butchered. And those like yourselves will fall into despair from losing what they cannot defend as is. I seek to prepare the world for such an inevitable fate. What are you doing to prevent it?
You seek to prepare a world through unending, perpetual bouts of violence.
He's better at the tongue twisters than I am.
It is a fate we cannot escape. All our destinies are now intertwined in this very moment. From the moment you had me on that ship to the moment we sit here now, this has all been planned out. And at the end of the day, even I don't know where it will go. All I know is this world will face unimaginable catastrophe, unless something is done about it. I seek. My people seek. And even the Master himself seeks a better world.
You
The only
seek.
thing... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, you seek to pick a side. You seek to pick a side that you think will justify the means. Heretic.
Heretic. Heretic.
While
Bigot.
Joy goes about saying what he's saying, I'm gonna get ready to start using some of this shit that's ready for me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Hey, King, I gotta go ahead and go now.
All right. Yeah, you're running away anyway, talking to the general, so it's okay.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I'm
thanks
here
for
just a little bitch.
thanks for playing, Oatmeal. Appreciate you.
We love you, man.
Bye, oh man.
See ya.
See you guys.
Coyote.
Thanks, man.
Kisses. No,
Man, that
oh,
fucking guy.
like-
Am I right?
he's-
That fucking guy.
All right, hang on. Now we just move that over there in the stream, and we're good.
All right.
Anyways, go ahead.
Let's see. Max, are you doing anything else besides starting your little operation thing?
Apart from starting my little operation, I reach into the top of my shirt and I pull out a exquisite coin, and I kiss it before tucking it back into my shirt, like almost like a prayer of sorts.
Okay.
Before making my approach to him.
I will say before you start doing that, to counter off what he was saying earlier, I would respond with, the only thing you seek to do is to survive. What we seek is to give this world peace. You may see weakness as a failure, but we see it as something necessary for peace to exist. Not everyone has to choose the path of violence, and not everyone has to choose the path of strength to protect their own. As Barrett said earlier, if we had nothing to protect, what reason would there be to fight at all?
Isn't there? Isn't there always a reason to fight? Isn't there always something to protect? I'm trying to protect this world as well. You just can't get through that through your thick skulls. For you see, peace is the failure, not weakness. In this peace, people have grown weak. It is through necessary combat and necessary trials and tribulation that we grow stronger as individuals. Much like yourselves, hasn't this little quest brought your little group together? The quest to take me down has made you each stronger. Compared to when we first met to now, you are far more threatening individuals. Maybe some heartache must be felt, much like that I felt myself. However, it is through that necessity that we have become better. That is what I seek for this world. Not the purgation of weakness and the murder of those innocent, but it's through strengthening those that can handle it. And it is necessary for the future. And if that makes me the villain, then I accept it. And he looks you dead in the eye, Max. Your mentor, I'm sure, was quite the honorable individual. But he was probably likely also a fool who saw the good in everyone. And through seeing that, led to more bloodshed. he gave the wrong people a chance. Like you tried to give Strontar a chance. Well, perhaps if your minds were as keen as your bodies, you would understand. We all make choices we don't agree with, but choices that are necessary. I am doing what is necessary. And so any pain you inflict on me now, I accept as payment from the world.
I'm glad you stated about, making choices that we don't agree with. Because while I don't agree with what I'm about to do now, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. And, I start the procedure, as it were.
So what do you do specifically?
I take the first knife that I have, and I slit deeply into the webs between his fingers.
Oh, so you're behind him. Okay.
Yeah.
Every finger?
Every finger, just slowly but surely. I don't, cut deeply straight on. I take my time.
You give him paper cuts.
Oh, yeah. With a blade going fairly deep, it's all about avoiding the head and the critical organs to start with. You want to make sure that you inflict as much pain before you really get into it.
Kieran has the Wikipedia page open right now. All right, so you start carving into him then. I'm not really gonna monologue him screaming 10 times.
No,
but, you know,
course.
he grits his teeth and just,
So I'll just give a rundown of what I do whilst throwing out some rebuttals and shit. You can scream all you fucking want. There's guards outside, but I don't fucking care about what I'm doing to you. So I start off with the paper cuts between his fingers. I then gradually work my way up his arm, maybe removing a bit of skin here and there, maybe cutting an artery.
Can I talk to Bjorn at this stage while you're doing this?
While he's torturing, sure. I mean, he's
Yeah.
not screaming; he's just groaning. So, but yeah,
Bjorn is Bjorn is completely turned away and not okay. I should say his head is turned away.
you're
His
looking out the
body is
window.
still-
Yeah.
His body is still facing Kristoff, but his head is just turned away. And he's trying to block it out.
I just sort of walk over to Bjorn, sort of, again, keeping an eye on Kristoff, just because I am paranoid about any sort of escape or anything. But I just sort of say, Bjorn, is there any need for this? Have we really asked any answers before we try and force anything out of him? Are we really even forcing anything out of him at all by doing this?
I think Max is just having fun.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. Should we not maybe provide purpose to function?
Hey, Rizzler's there too. Scooch him in there. What does he think about all this?
He slips into frame.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. What do you think, Grizzly?
I don't know. I'm kind of just listening to you guys because you guys know more
we need
about
a
this.
rogue.
We want you to
We need a
contribute.
rogue.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
You're part of this team.
Mm,
There's the
I don't know, I'm just
combat. That's it. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm kind of just watching this. Trying to
Having
think
You're
fun.
rubbing one out. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Ah, yes,
Fucking
torture.
torture.
I love this.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. You guys go ahead. I'll shut up.
No, I just sitting over there trying to think about what we really need to get out of him. What our end goal is, if it's to figure out what the Dark King has for him, or what his end goals are once he completes his tasks.
I'm not even listening
If you
to
want
these
to
guys.
if you want to,
Oh, I know.
Rizzler, if you want to ask him, get him to talk more about what exactly detail his plan is, go for it.
Mm-hmm. I would like. I'm just trying to imagine, while we're having this conversation, fucking Max is like, "Here, can you pass me the embalming turtle?" And we're just like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, the thing is, Max has got a way of doing this. He hasn't left the arms yet. He's still on the arms and focusing on them just for the moment. And just as he's finishing up the arms, he fucking right hooks fucking Kristoff, and then
Oh man.
asks the first question on his mind.
Just decks him.
Yeah, fucking after cutting up his arms pretty bad and removing skin here and there, he just fucking whack. There's a loud crack. There's a loud crunching sound from the impact.
Okay.
It's not his hand or my fist breaking or anything. It's just like due to the fucking impact.
I will say he is breathing like a little heavier now, rather than just
Of
like
course.
breathing normally. He's just.
Now I've given you a little taster of what's in store for the rest of you. Like, trust me, once I start getting to, you know, your torso, your legs, and I'm gonna be honest, what's between your legs might also get a little bit as well. I'm gonna be real with you, big man. Now you know what's in store for you. I want to know, what does the Dark King have to offer for you?
He turns his head to look you in the face as much as he can, even though you're like sitting behind him. And you actually see almost like a sorrowful look in his eyes. Everything. He can give me everything. No matter what you do to me, it will never take away the pain of what was done to me so long ago. The Dark King came to me, and he offered me greatness. He offered me the world, a place by his side once things got better. You see, the Dark King believes in strength as well, although you might consider him just a force of rage, a force of intimidation. His power extends more. He enjoys the thrill of the hunt, the thrill of the fight. He seeks to make all that oppose him better, rather than just trouncing upon them. He wants this world to succeed and not be destroyed. When he speaks to me in the rare times that I hear his voice, he teaches me how the world can be better.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned about him being able to give you everything, because, as you know, I mentioned a figure in my life earlier. And you know what happened with him? Like, before he landed up here, and, like, you know, before I ran into him and he helped raise me, he himself was offered power as well. And all he had to do was comply with a few simple tasks. But you know what? Doing something for a deity that speaks loosely to you here and there, offering you something that you want, it turns bad. He was deceived. Him and his friends ended up here, and I tell you what, the fact that some people still believe that there are deities out there who will actually offer something to people without any shortcomings is ridiculous.
Perhaps not. Perhaps I'm being played. Perhaps the whole world is being played by any of the deities we worship. Perhaps our world is just one big checkerboard for the gods' amusement. I have contemplated all these thoughts. And you just, throughout all this, you hear the constant, like, dribble of his blood just hitting the ground.
Oh, goody.
But for a man like me, who has had everything taken away, I literally have nothing to lose anymore. I choose to hold out faith in someone who gave me a chance, instead of giving in to my own despair, and choosing to just give up on everything. You had someone who gave you a chance, someone who taught you the righteous path, someone you can look back to fondly and remember the lessons they inspired upon you. Perhaps our mentors are different. Perhaps our mentors are on the light and dark sides. Who am I to say? All I know is I have faith because that is all I have left. You have no idea what I've been through.
I don't want to fucking know what you've been through, you piece of shit. From what I've heard about what you've done, you deserve everything that you've been through. You're nothing. And I tell you what, if it weren't for him over there, the big guy who was willing to spare your friend, I would have happily have told the others to execute your pal as soon as I could.
Well, at least I know where you all stand. You call yourselves better than me, but when I kill my enemies, I kill them in one blow with the hammer. And he moves his arms as little as he can, and you three sit there, watching your friend carve me up like a piece of roast beef. Perhaps I am not a great man, but you are no better. You do what is for the greater good, you say. That is what I say. but you're willing to brutalize a man who's already suffered great pain, just for the sake of some answers, when none of you even asked me any specific fucking questions.
Max,
Yes.
back off from him for a moment.
As you wish. He's just lucky I didn't let the other guy out.
Bjorn will reproach and get
All right,
down
I'll give
on
you
one
inspiration,
knee.
Max. You've earned it.
Ola.
All right, go ahead, Boone.
Yeah, Bjorn will approach and get down on one knee to level with Kristoff.
Okay, I'm listening.
I admit that perhaps we have not done this in the best way. I think that perhaps I've been sidelining a little too long and just going with what I believed. When I first heard you talk about what you were planning to do, it filled me with a rage that I was not ready to face. I immediately wanted to shut you down and make sure that you couldn't harm another, without even considering why you're even in the position you're in. So please, this is your chance to talk freely. What is it exactly that you went through? Why did you end up in the way that you are now?
Wish I had a video for this. All right.
I enjoyed that first video that you did. So
Oh, so did
That
I.
video was so
see
good.
more. I would love to see more if that's something you have in store for us.
I've had ideas to do it. I would just need the time for it. I wasn't for the record. I will say I wasn't planning on things to turn out this way, so I don't have anything for this. So I will just do it from my brain. But I can do that. So,
I want to see the video in your mind.
all right, yeah. So fade to a noir-esque screen. Well, let's see. If you want to know my story, and you can keep that blade off of me long enough to tell it, I will spin you a tale of the life of Christoph Goodwin. And, screen fades to a small boy. It was about, let's see, almost 20 years ago now. I was just a young lad, about 6 or 7. I didn't have a care in the world. I was free to do whatever I wanted. Mother and father were quite well off. I was the son of a nobleman. I would go out with my dog, and we would run across the fields exploring the world. I admired the Savior 6, much like yourselves probably did. I wanted to be a mighty adventurer. Someone who could save others, and truly save them. My mother was always quite sick, but she held it together for me. The things that brought me the most happiness were making her smile, doing goofy little jokes, pretending to fall off of things, telling her even what I did that day. The smile of my mother brought me the most happiness. Sadly, what I didn't know is my family had to make some difficult decisions themselves. My father, on the council in our old city, he worked tirelessly to ensure the proper evildoers were put away. Well, where many of his own weren't willing to stand up, he was. He punished crime boss after crime boss. Any cultist who managed to deal with the devil himself, he would do away with, whether it was executing if necessary or simply imprisonment or banishment. For a long time, he made the calls that no one else would. Then when his life was threatened, and millions of pounds of gold were put on his head, what did the other council members do? They worried about themselves. They selfishly protected themselves. They damaged his character to protect themselves, where the townspeople began to turn on him. Then one day, a long time ago, all I remember is waking up from my seat. I had fallen asleep doing my homework, as if you might call it that. Mother carried me in her arms as the house burned down, and the criminal scum my father seeked to do away with somehow escaped from prison. They hunted my family. They took my father, they took my mother, they took my siblings, and they held me down as I watched my best friend, my dog, the one who always held my back, as they slit its throat and I watched it bleed out before me. Can you believe I did not even cry? I was just completely shocked. But me, they weren't satisfied until I cried out. So they took me. When I wasn't strong enough to be one of them, I refused to hold up a sword. They used me as their very own punching bag. I was a slave to them. For... I can't even remember how long. All I knew was wake up, work, carry belongings. The slightest step out of line, I was beaten for it, of course. I'd rather they have just killed me. But they didn't. No, they enjoyed the brutality of it all. And he turns to you, Max. If we get so far as to you getting to my back, you'll see exactly what was done to me. And you can feel free to try and remove something between my legs. Something that's not even there anymore. Because they took that from me too. They told me I was not even a man. They told me I was nothing, and I believed them. And then when I laid there one night, no food, waiting for the Supreme Being himself to come to me, to take my soul from my body and tell me it's okay. And you can actually see a tear leave his eye. You don't have to hurt anymore. It wasn't his voice. It was the voice of another. A voice of a being of darkness, of anger. A being who worked hard in his plane of existence. Who worked to gain a position of his own power. To change the system from within for where he stands. He earned his strength fighting in an endless war of his own. I asked him what his name was and he told me to call him the Dark King. I told him I could not respect a ruler I did not know. And he built me up. He gave me the power I have now. He gave me strength. He told me through my own strength, through my own determination, never giving up, I could make something of myself. In the one and only time I ever laid eyes on him, I summoned him, or a glimmer of him, and I watched as he finally brutalized the men who had nothing but hatred in their hearts. He slayed every last one of them, and he did it only for me. Before he faded out of this existence, he told me I had a choice to lay down and die if I so wished, or a choice to follow him, for he asked nothing in return of me. I chose to follow him. I chose to be something more. Now I seek a better world. A world where children like me can grow to be strong. Where they won't have everything that was taken from them. Some sacrifices may be made, but it is not upon the innocent. It is upon the weak, for there is a difference, you idiots! And he is full on crying now. I accept my destiny as the villain. As the man who needs to be slaughtered. But it is not that time yet. Me and my circle, a band of fools who were also doomed by this world you called peaceful. For it is not peaceful. It never will be. And until that time, we will not give up on making a better world. You could say a better world is simply standing up to injustice. I say it is following the path of strength. And through strength, we will be able to stand on our own 2 feet again. So you ask me why I blindly follow a being I cannot even see? It is because I have nothing to lose, and it gave me something without nothing in return. The Dark King tells me what to do, and at any moment I could walk away, compared to the gods you may follow, that would smite you if your faith gave out. So I ask you this. Am I the villain? Or am I just a lost soul, much like the rest of you, seeking a path that I believe is right? And that's all he says. He kind of just looks his head down. His hair all sweaty now, just matted in his face, waiting for a response.
Upon listening to him, I get up from where I'm sat in the corner where I've been relegated since Bjorn took over. And I approach him I put the knife down on one of the countertops, and I use cure wounds on him to treat the damages I've done. Not all of them, but just enough.
So he's not bleeding out anymore, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll mark that
And-
he healed some, then.
And I dismissed my stuff from the room. Something that he said has resonated within me, should I say?
Mm-hmm.
So I take a step outside, and I just got to get some air.
Understood. Thank you, Max.
It's fine. I close the door behind me, and I sit outside for some time.
Okay.
Christoph, I am not the man to make the judgment calls at the end of the day. I'm simply here to make sure that no more destruction and no more death falls upon the innocents of this world. I know why you're doing this, and I understand your reasoning, but at the end of the day, perhaps you're right. Perhaps we're all just lost souls trying to find what's right. Maybe then we can't come to a real agreement. But what we can agree on is that at the end of the day, this world has to become a better place. You've spoken to us and told us your story. You've at some part made an impact on us with what you've been through. I hope that perhaps in your time with us, we can leave that same impact on you. Perhaps get you to see another side of things that you didn't see before.
He doesn't say anything for a long time. He just looks at you with very worn out expression. A man who is always very composed every time you've seen him has, for the first time ever, shown his true humanity and his weakness. And then he just looks you dead in the eye. That he still has that cold expression in him. If I'm being honest with you, I don't believe any of us will ever see eye to eye on things. I follow my path, and you follow yours. Those that I am loyal to, I gave myself up for them, just as you would for those that you were loyal to. That is all that needs to be said. I am your prisoner, and you are free to do with me whatever you please. If you have to kill me, then so be it. Because I will not stray from my path. The death of innocence is a horrible thing. But for the sake of existence as a whole, for all of the mortal realm, I deem it necessary. You deem it crime. So I will say this to you, Bjorn. May the better man's philosophy survive. And then he kind of just lowers his head and shuts down.
I'll just kind of get back up at this point, turn away, kind of start to walk, but then I'll, just kind of not look behind me, but I will just kind of say something. I hope that one day we can find the true strength to make this world a better place. Not one of physical strength, but one of compassion and understanding. And I will stay in the room, but I will kind of back up and pat Barrett on the shoulder, kind of look at him and be like, I will, with looking at him as if to say, whatever you want to do now, that is on you.
Mm-hmm.
Christoph, I have my gods, you have yours. This being... I believe that its mortalities are...
Morality?
Fuck you.
Well, you said mortalities, and I'm like, you mean like mortal people?
Morality. No, I did.
Morality.
I did mean to mean morality.
Okay.
Fuck you. Look, all right, hang on. I believe you a product of your own upbringing, as are any of us. But And you can tell Bard is sort of he's troubling with his own sort of
Yeah,
emotions.
he's struggling a bit.
You know, how about this? Actually, Bart just sort of he starts to try and make conversation, and then just turns to sort of think in the chair next to him.
Okay.
He
So he can't finish his
can't-
thought.
Yeah, he's sort of questioning a lot of his morals. You know, a lot of what he stands for.
Okay.
But he does stay with Kristoff.
Okay. Rizzler, do you want to say anything?
Rizzler what's it called? Nervous to say this, but I feel like it's a good time to. Kristoff, I know that you've had your troubling past, losing your family and what you know. I too have lost my parents by an unknown entity that's still roaming around, and I do wish to stop him, but there is no way for me to go except for where I am now, helping others and trying to stop what could make other people's lives worse. And I just ask that maybe you take a second thought and think about if you join us with your group, maybe we could make this world a better place, even if it is not exactly what you're looking for.
Okay. Very well said. He doesn't say anything. You can tell he's listening. He's not like unconscious, but he doesn't look for the first time ever. He doesn't look you in the eye. He just kind of keeps his head down, but you know he heard you. So.
Just mid sentence, you just hear.
Fucking nerd.
he's just falling asleep.
No,
He's passed out.
no, he's not sleeping. No, I mean, like you could see his head kind of like bob a little, like he's taking in what you said, but he chooses not to respond. So,
I will say at this point, Bjorn will kind of be like, look to the other two and be like, we've done enough at this point. We will stay here to keep. I will stay here to keep watch of him, but let the general know what's happened in here. Whoever wants to go out and inform the general what's going on.
don't everybody say yes at once.
I'm remaining here.
I will go
Okay.
then.
Yeah, Barrett doesn't want to talk to Sicarius anyway. So, all right, Rizzler.
That's
So
fair.
you head outside. You see as you walk out, you see Asher still in the corner going la 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 because he can't hear anything, so he still assumes you're torturing him. You see Max just kind of sitting down contemplating things, and the general's looking a bit concerned at both of them. So, what is the prognosis?
Well, General, we got some information about his plans, but not much about what he plans to do with his other companions. We got a little bit of his backstory, and if you want to go in there and talk amongst the others that are making sure he doesn't try anything shady, you can.
Very well. I appreciate the update. I hope he's still alive in there as he kind of just walks past and the general will head inside and he'll see Kristoff down. I never thought I'd see the day that Kristoff Goodwin actually bows his head to others instead of still looking them in the eye. And he looks at you two Callias. Well, did you break him? Or did you get anything useful out of him?
Well, Max did quite a number on him, but after speaking with him a bit more, it's unclear exactly what direction we should take from this. What he's done is horrible. The actions he's taken are... well, to put it bluntly, the actions he's taken are beyond what we should consider morally right and what our beliefs are. But he doesn't do this without reason. However, I think given enough time, and given enough opportunity to find his humanity, we might be able to do something even better than learn what his plans are. We might be able to potentially get him to see a different side of things.
I would be surprised to see the day, but I hope I live long enough to see that. Anyways, well done in apprehending at least one of the Black Circle members. Do we know exactly what they plan to do when they all come together?
Well, what we've learned so far is that Kristoff was originally reached out to in childhood by the Dark King. As to who the Dark King is besides some sort of deity, we're not sure. Based on what Kristoff has said, he was a deity that has been working in his own plane of existence to try to change the system from the inside. He bestowed Kristoff his strength and has been asking him to do whatever he wants. After hearing his story and us talking a little more, he's shut down at this point. I don't think torture is how we're going to be able to get through with him, though.
Not to be bleak, but I honestly don't think we're gonna get anything out of him. And as much as I deplore violence, if push comes to shove, we might have to slay him just to stop the plans from coming through. As long as I've known of this man and his group, they have want nothing but to go through with their plans, and they will do nothing, or they will stop at nothing, I should say, to see those plans happen. You want him alive, that is your decision for now. However, I have sent word to Westershen, and they seek to take him under their control.
As long as I am assigned on detail to guard him, then that's fine.
You will have to take that up with the Knights of Justice once they get here. However,
I'm gonna be staying outside with Max while I leave. But
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
for everything, guys.
All right. Thank you for playing, Rizla.
Alright, see you, man. Have a good one.
Bye. Sketchy notes. Anyway, yeah, it's it's to you two. Yeah, if you want to say anything.
How long will it take before the Knights of Justice get here?
Should be about a 3 days trip for them. Until then, we'll have to keep him under constant surveillance. I don't know how far the other two went. I don't know if they take the risk of trying to break out another member and come back then, or just come back as they are. We know what 3 Black Circle members are capable of. Any more of them together and things could get dangerous. Just because we have him here, just because he surrendered, doesn't mean he wouldn't try to break out the first chance he gets.
We have any idea where the next one they could be going after is?
Let me see. And he actually reaches to his pockets and he does pull out a map that he brought with him. And he opens it up on the like broken up table in there, and he shows you it's like an atlas of the whole world.
Okay.
And he points to a little island. It's like far south. It's almost like an island in the middle of nowhere. This is the only other location I know about. One of the Circle members is imprisoned here. I don't know how. They're abandoned on this island in some sort of magical field, so to speak. If there's anyone else on the island keeping tabs on the Circle member, mention my name and it will allow you access. You should move quickly should you decide to go there. Oh, he can mention something else he thinks of. I know of a person who can take you there by ship, should you decide to take the route. Sayman Harvarian. He's a legendary ship captain, and he can take you anywhere across the sea.
Alright, I'm just writing down these names.
You want to put the name in the chat so you know how to spell it?
To be honest, as long as I get it close enough to the pronunciation, I think I'll be fine.
I'm just gonna put it in the chat anyway, because I feel
Do it anyways, fuck it.
It's apparently an image, but there you go.
Well, as much as it is important to get to the next, as much as important as get to the next Black Circle member before the rest of the group does, I don't feel safe leaving Kristoff with anybody else. Well, before the Knights of Justice get here, I do have one question. Do you have any sort of area in here that specializes in magic research or places that are meant to better understand magic?
Well, I'm afraid not. Monaga is very secretive, and they're not big on magic, so to speak. The best you could get is the temple itself. Keep in mind that it's for the Order of the Sacred Fire. Anyone is welcome inside, however they only pray to one specific deity, Eos. But you are more than welcome to step inside and see if you get a magical sense. I've been told the energy there is quite uplifting.
To give you an idea of what I'm thinking of, King, after attempting to try to force a magical effect himself and being sort of successful, but honestly kind of on a whim, Bjorn is interested in trying to learn how to tame the magical energy within him, if he can do so.
Okay. So yeah, in the city of Monaga, there isn't really anything for that. Most cities tend to have like places where wizards and sorcerers, work and unlock their magic and stuff. Monaga's very different, as they don't even have that many like soldiers, so they don't really even have much for fighting. It's literally just this religious order and then like a few citizens. So if you were to go to Westershen, you'd be able to do that, or if you went to another major city, you'd probably be able to.
Okay, all right. That'll take 3 days to get here. Max is still outside right now, and Rizzer's not here, so it's just me and Barrett right now. Okay. Barrett, I want your opinion on something.
Bart just sort of still looking down, still contemplating the words of Kristoff, but does acknowledge him.
If I were to stay as a security detail with Kristoff, if I can convince the Knights of Justice to allow me to stay with him, do you believe the rest of you could go off to the next location and potentially stop any more members from being recruited without me?
I may. I shall do this for you, yes.
I trust you, as do I trust the rest of you. Well, I suppose we'll have to see what the Knights of Justice say then. For now, we'll stay here and make sure that they get along nicely and that our prisoner here doesn't escape.
Very well. You are welcome to spend the night in the barracks for anyone not keeping watch. I will have my guards rotate in and out, but it'd probably be wise to have one of you keep an eye on them every now and again as well.
Yeah. Bjorn is more than willing to take first watch.
Okay, that works. So, it is becoming about nighttime. So, the rest of you, I assume, are going to go to bed.
Yes.
For now. So the rest of you can long rest. As for Bjorn, right now you're gonna stay in there like in a chair, or you're gonna stay outside the building.
Stay in there in a chair in the same room as him.
Okay. Over some time, throughout the evening, he stops. He doesn't acknowledge you. He actually eventually just leans his head back and closes his eyes. And Kristoff just goes to sleep. So he will technically long rest as well. While you are laying there or sitting there at night, just keeping an eye on him, not really doing anything else, you start to hear a slight buzzing in around you, and you feel it's like in your head. It's just like the buzzing slowly turns to a ringing sensation.
A vibrator?
No,
Painful ringing, or
no, it's not painful. It's just you start to feel like you're losing touch with reality as you can't hear like the creaking of the building anymore. While everyone else sleeps and rain begins to fall on the city, the rain even becomes a blur to the outside as things become foggy. Even your vision begins to blur a little. And then as soon as it starts, it stops. But as you look around, the world around you seems kind of frozen. You still hear the rain, but when you look out the window, the rain appears to not even be moving. You are now seeing everything in black and white. Even when you look at Kristoff, you can't even see him breathing. He just looks as still as a statue. How do you react? How you feeling?
do I recognize this feeling?
Vaguely. You feel like this has happened to you once before.
Okay. I'll kind of get up and sort of look around since I've vaguely felt this before, I'm going to assume that there is something here with me and sort of call out, who's there?
I am very proud of you. You have done a great job, Bjorn. And as you turn, the voice is revealed to be the very muscular, tattooed-up warrior that you met so long ago, who visited you once before, as you recall.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Oh, come on. That's the best I get. I've been keeping a close eye on you ever since our last talk. And I must say, after I gave you the power, after you, unlocked the power, I didn't actually expect you'd be able to harness it for yourself. I must say I am far more impressed than I ever thought I would be with you. Simply invoking the power that you so fear in an attempt to save your friends. I must say, and he actually claps his hands a little, you have my respect.
Well, I may not have asked for this, but I suppose if this is what I get for... I suppose if this is what I get for you saving my life, then I'm going to try to use it to the best of my ability. Though I don't care for what it can do to harm others.
Great power, as they say, takes great responsibility. You must take responsibility of your strength, yeah, I know, Spider-Man reference, and learn to harness it for yourself. Your first test was today, seeing if you'd be willing to move past the fear of what you could become, and using that strength to enhance yourself. And you did it. However mildly, you are learning to control yourself. I'm confident the longer this goes on, the more fights you get yourself into, and the more you learn about yourself, as he gets closer and puts a hand on your shoulder, I'm confident there will be a day where you can invoke that wrath inside of you and have full control over yourself, and any ability that comes with it. It's only a matter of time. It'll take plenty of time. Plenty of concentration, life contemplation. I mean, look at me. I've been doing this for I don't know how many decades now. It took me a long time to get the strength I have. But now I sit on the throne of greatness in my land. And when I saw you, I gave you that choice. You could have given up, fallen on the battlefield, but instead, you took my hand, and I saved you. Much to your disagreement with my methods. However, look at you now. You have friends. Are you truly even the banished one anymore? Who am I to say? However, you stand upon a mountain peak, which will continue to grow and grow as you bury the opposition underneath it. I mean, look at this sorry bastard. You got him to submit to you with just a simple line of questioning. Imagine what you could do when you let yourself go. Friends are important, yes, but you need to trust yourself before anything else. When that time comes, I ask you to not fight the urge. I urge you to let loose. Allow the rage to overtake you so you can better understand it.
He kind of turns to the man a little questioningly almost and says, "You're starting to sound like Kristoff towards fuck, what was his name again? Stronghold?
Strontar?
Strontar, thank you. God, I'm so bad at names. You're starting to sound like Kristoff when he speaks to Strontar."
These are just names to me. I am your ally in all this. I seek to raise you up where you have brought yourself down. You are a good man, Bjorn. Never forget that. Just remember, there is only so much you can do by treading lightly in this world. If you want to reflect what you've seen in reality onto me, that is your own decision. I am simply here to guide the way for you. You want to save as many people as possible, do you not? Well, get stronger, get tougher, and save those that you care about. And I will be here, admiring your work.
Even if that means burying those that I disagree with.
Perhaps. It's all in what you want in this life. You believe in second chances because you were given one. This is it. Use it wisely. For who knows how long you have to live. You go barreling into danger the first chance you get, for noble purposes. There are many in this world who are going to disagree with you. Some can be reasoned with, some cannot. what will you do with those that cannot?
We will contemplate on that and not answer.
Okay. Exactly what I thought. You question me, which is smart to do. However, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen great men like yourself fall time and time again. I don't want that for you, Bjorn. I want you to make good decisions. When the time is right, I will come to you again. Perhaps then you will have an answer for me. Until then, just strive to better yourself. And, eventually the rain will become more distinct, and your vision, the color to your vision will return in the night. And you begin to hear the creaking of the floor again, and as you try to make sense of your reality shifting, the man is gone.
I kind of look around for a second, again, contemplating on the words you say. I look at Kristoff. There's a moment when Bjorn sees, in a way, really how helpless he kind of is in this situation. I mean, he's basically let his guard down. He's sleeping right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he was healed by Max, he's still, had some injuries.
He's still
from an
beaten
earlier
up,
fight, and from Bjorn kind of contemplates for a second how easy it would be, and how many people he could potentially save just by ending Kristoff's life right now. But as he slowly begins to even think about reaching his hand back behind him, he thinks about his past. He thinks about what his strength has gotten him before. And he sits back down and continues his watch until somebody else can come and, let him sleep.
Take over? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I was interested to see what you would do in that situation.
Well, there you go.
Alright, so who's taking over for him, if anybody?
I'll happily take second watch. Why not?
So you can rest up as well, Bjorn.
Thank you.
As, we can say this goes well into the next day, as, Max sleeps enough. And don't forget what you need to do, Max, by the way.
I rolled.
Okay. And so, yeah, you can kind of oversleep, Bjorn, if you want to just say you long rest anyway, so...
Yeah.
Simplicity's sake. And, yeah, so the next day comes and goes. Or comes, I guess. It comes. So it's kind of...
Sorry.
So you guys have 3 days. It's kind of up to you if there's something specific you want to do, or if you just want to speed run the time.
Let's go shopping.
I mean, hey, a shopping day wouldn't be a bad idea. I wouldn't mind some potentially better gear if we can help it.
I
Oh
would
wait,
agree,
I
but
forgot.
I don't think
The
this
guy
town's
with all
not
of
gonna
my money is gone.
Yeah. It's not just that, but like this town also doesn't think. I don't think this town would have anything apart from like memorabilia, trinkets worth taking.
That's a good point. This place doesn't really, since they're not like big on military presence or big on adventurers for that matter. Yeah, they're probably not going to have.
I'll say
much.
they're not
That
going to
being
have any
said,
like better weaponry than you have. So sort of.
Bjorn.
So.
Bjorn remembers the man from when we first came into town who looked like he was in need of some help. And I think to kind of get his mind off of everything, that's probably the first place he would go.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the merchant guy who, yes, there
the guy who
is.
wants-
I gotta find it. So yes, there is a merchant with his wagon and crafted items, and he's sitting by the side of the main path. So you're going, Bjorn? Are you going by yourself, or are people going with you?
If anybody else, so we would have woken up in the same place. Like obviously, me and Barrett would have woken up in the barracks, and
Yes.
Max would have stayed in the abandoned building with Kristoff all night.
I mean, the other two aren't there, but we can say they're in the barracks with you. So yeah.
What I'll say is that I will probably go and check on Kristoff in the morning to see, everything, make sure everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll kind of look to Max and kind of be like, "What is your plan today?"
I'm gonna be honest. After hearing what I heard last night and looking at him now, I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping one of these guards will take over so I can get out of here for a bit.
I mean, they're more than willing to. They're kind of there when you need them to swap out with you. So
Yeah.
Is General Zygarius there?
He's not. He's working at the barracks, like filling out papers and stuff. But he does have like he has like a good 5 guards that rotate in and out around the building. So
Okay.
Barrett, would you be here with us as well?
I would be, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like all of
Well-
you would just kind of be together for this. So
Yeah.
at this
So
point.
I'll just kind of say there was a man we passed by when we came into town that looked like he might have needed some help. However, despite what we've heard, I still don't trust Kristoff to not try to make some sort of escape plan. No matter how many guards we put in this room, he's formidable. I still believe that at least one of us should stay behind to keep an eye on him.
Looking over at
I agree.
Kristoff, he's awake. His head's just leaned back, and he's just literally staring out the window. He's like, he just doesn't acknowledge any of you. So
Mm-hmm.
Part of me agrees, but I also just think that for the moment, I don't see him trying to do anything. Like, I've sat here all night, and apart from him waking up and, you know, turning his head to look out the window, he's done nothing.
just kind of, yeah,
It's
he's like,
almost as if he's. It's almost as if he's like idle, like as if there's nothing going on behind his eyes.
That doesn't mean that he won't try the first chance he gets to escape.
And I agree, but I've taken several leaks during the night, and he hasn't tried since.
I literally had my dick out, and he didn't try to grab it. I don't know what's going on.
Like, I actively left and pissed in front of the guards. Like, that would be the best time to try something.
I mean, he could hear you saying this, of course, so I have no reason to try and escape right now. Go about your days if you so wish. I promise I'll be a good boy. But he still doesn't look at you. He's still looking out the window. He's almost like annoyed that he has to say anything.
Well, if we're going to have to waste time here until the Knights of Justice get here, we might as well put our strength to good use and go help someone in need. What say the rest of you? And I will say that I am saying that loud enough for Kristoff to hear.
He cringes.
I would like that. I don't know. It's just the way he spoke last night. It made me realize something.
Well, let's walk and talk, friend.
Thank you. It's not like
Barrett, you coming with
get
us?
up out of my seat.
Yes, I would rather not be here for when the justice show up.
Well, they're not going to be here for
You got
another
2
day,
days.
so.
Yeah, you got 2 days. So
Okay, well then,
But you can still
yeah,
go with them.
I could use
As
something
we-
to distract
yeah.
myself.
As we kind of are walking towards him, as we kind of start walking towards the area we need to be, Bjorn will kind of start the topic of conversation. I don't expect either of you to tell me more about yourselves than you're willing to tell, but I can see in all of your eyes that he's made some sort of impression on you.
It's one hell of an understatement.
I won't say too much, but the way you spoke to Strontar, and then hearing how he speaks about how Kristoff speaks about himself, it's shocking. Realizing that had I had not had someone in my life like the figure I did do right by me, I probably would have turned up like him, and that's a scary thought to have.
Indeed it is. One thing that I've learned throughout my entire life is we cannot control what we go through. We are only able to control what we become of it. Kristoff is a product of what he went through. And while I don't agree with what he does now, I can't say that I blame him for taking some of the actions that he has. But that doesn't mean we have to agree with it.
Of course. We can understand it, but the best that we can do for him is try and prevent it. And if we can, maybe do what we're doing with Strontar and put him on the right course. But I don't know, like the moment you start dealing with entities and it lasts for this long, I personally don't feel like there might be any coming back from it. Like, you heard what I was saying last night. The person who I know, he was only dealing with a deity for like what? Maybe a week? Maybe 2 at most? But this is 5 years. This is longer than 5 years, and it's how do you correct yourself after that long of being deceived and lied to?
That question definitely makes Bjorn think a little bit. but he doesn't. He doesn't answer to that.
Okay.
When the time comes, Bjorn, I know that you, I, Barrett, Rizzler, and fucking Asher will make the right choices. Okay? But for now, we need to worry about what we're going to do about protecting the people.
Of course. That comes first.
I'm so hard right now. Okay, so your guys' conversation is underway. Most of you kind of keeping quiet after all that you heard. You come across the man that you saw before. The merchant is by his wagon. He's actually feeding his horse right now. There is a sign that is hanging off the side that says "Adventurers Help Needed." He's an older gentleman. He looks to be probably elven. He has like a long flowing beard. He doesn't move very quickly, but he has like a bunch of like random items in the back of his wagon.
Yeah.
So yeah. What are you gonna do about
Yep.
it?
Well, as we approach, we'll say, "I can see you're in need of some help. What can we do for you?"
Yeah, he turns around. Greetings, adventurers! I am Thorfinn, a traveling merchant in league with Merchant Enterprise in Westershen. My attempts to transport my resources have gone awry due to the interference of some creature east of here. My fellow merchants of the league, they've tried to head to the shores, but they claim their cargo was flown away with after something swooped in and made their bodies shiver with coldness and take off with their goods. I don't want to take my belongings through the trail until whatever the creature is dealt with. I'd be willing to pay you... Hang on, let me read this. Sorry, it's in weird places here. I have enough money here. I'd be willing to pay you 300 silver and 100 gold on top of that for your assistance.
Not bad at all.
You said it's how far away from here exactly?
The transport is simply at the docks. It would be about a half a day's journey.
Well, I suppose we could waste half a day. What say you?
Well, as long as it gets me away from here for a little bit, I'll take anything.
Same for me.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll come
Makes
too! Yeah, I guess I'll come too. Alright, they're coming too, so...
Wait. I can do a good Rizzler.
Okay, go for it.
Was that you talking from super far away?
No, I turned my
No,
mic
that
all
is
the way
right.
down.
He's in chat.
We
He's like,
love
are you
you,
doing
Riz."
He's in the chat. He's like, are you doing a side quest?
Yeah.
We love you, man.
Love you. All right. What was his name again, by the way?
It's
No,
Tor-
no, Riz.
it's Thorfinn.
Thorfinn.
Got it.
Cool beans.
We'll do our best, Thorfinn.
Giraffe heard you, Kieran. He's like, hey, that's not very nice. I don't have my good mics right now.
You know what? I respect it. I appreciate that that's how you took it.
No, he's chill, yeah. All right.
Yo, if Thorfinn didn't have any parents, would he belong in a Torfinage?
I'm gonna punch
I-
you.
Yeah.
That was a bad one. That wasn't good. All right. So you are going to accompany this guy, is what you're
Okay.
saying? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go.
All right.
Okay, this.
So he hey yeah. He sets the horse on the trail. A couple of you can ride in the wagon if you want, but it can't hold all of you, so you'll have to kind of walk with him.
Oh,
I'm walking. I'm too heavy for that shit.
Okay. Yeah, you guys might kill the horse, so.
I was gonna chill inside the wagon and be like, "Ee."
Okay. So you guys begin to take travel for a little bit. You head out of the city, past the bridge, and you start going through the forest. You start leaving the cliffside, and you start heading down very slow slopes.
Sloop.
Slopes.
You don't see it,
All right,
thieves.
all right.
You
I'm
also-
trying here.
Sorry, no, it's okay.
Hang on. Wait, Giraffe saying. What? Wait. Sure, Giraffe. We can do that if you want. I could use it, so I'll agree to that.
Oh god.
Okay, deal.
Dreading
Yeah,
this.
that's fine. We'll do it, Giraffe. So yeah, you guys are traveling for a while. You know, the sun's up. It's not even noon yet. You had some breakfast before you left. And you go a good distance, I think. I don't know, it goes on for a couple of hours. I'm also stalling so Giraffe can tell me the joke he wanted to tell me. We're getting close to the end here, so there it is.
Okay.
All right, thank you for subscribing with the Amazon Prime, Giraffe. I appreciate it. Thanks for the subscription.
Way.
So as you guys are walking, we could say you even take turns like moving in and out of the wagon. So various people can get a rest since you're not, no one's like exhausting themselves just traveling. The horse does move at a pretty decent pace. So while you guys are walking, because I got gifted a sub and I'm a corrupt DM, Kieran, you're gonna trip and you're gonna fall and you're gonna take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. So
Fantastic.
God.
that was the deal I made with Giraffe. So you take 1 damage for me getting a prime sub and poorly impersonating Giraffe. So
I respect it. I respect it.
I have to make good on my promises. So you could choose to
I'm glad I
not
got
change
you
the
the
number,
sub.
but you're not playing the game right then. I'm terrible. Watch that 1 point make a difference later.
No, it probably will, knowing my luck now. Hey,
So
Rob.
thanks for the prime
Hello.
sub. So yeah, you're all traveling, taking points out. You guys, Max falls and he goes, "Ow!" And then you all point and laugh at his humiliation a little bit. and then
Look at the loser.
and then he brushes himself off, and you keep traveling. And eventually, you get to a point where some of the trees are dead. They don't have any leaves on them. And as you walk, the ground, the grass, it actually crunches under you as if it has been frosted over.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anybody's gonna how do you respond? Do you say anything?
Feeling.
Investigate the ground and like what's causing the crunching.
Sure.
That is a 19.
Okay. Looking down, it almost seems like it has snowed in this area, but like it literally just cuts off from a point. Like the grass started off as just smooth, and then you stepped into this crunchy grass that has been frosted over.
New biome?
It's like snow. And you can see, in the distance, it eventually just stops and it goes back to being lush green because it's still summertime. So although it's like a little wet now because it's been melting, you're not sure why it's like
that's a
unusually
bit
cold
weird.
and wet here.
Am I able to tell if it's magic based?
You can roll Arcana and try to check.
All right.
Certainly, I gotta insert that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sketchy's making sure.
I always like that.
That's a 3, pal.
All right, you have no idea. It just is
It
cold.
looks
to you.
like snow.
Yeah, it looks like snow.
All right. Well, carry on then.
You a dummy head. All right. So the older guy, Thorfinn, he shivers a little. I think this is one of the areas. And he points. He's like, "What's that in the distance?" So someone roll perception.
If you want me to do it.
I got a
I might as well though.
Go ahead.
20.
Hey.
Okay. You see up to
18.
you both see up ahead what appears to be a couple broken wooden boards.
Okay.
You don't know. They look like they were from something that was constructed. So why would they be out here in the middle of the woods? Is what you're thinking.
That's what I'm curious about.
So like, there's nothing nearby that those broken wooden boards belong to. They're just in the middle of nowhere.
Correct. They're just in this snowy biome-esque area.
Ooh.
Ah.
And the horse starts to slow down a little as the reins get pulled on. I'm getting kind of worried, boys. You're sure you can handle anything, right?
Just about.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Whatever comes our way, we'll be sure to handle it.
Unless it's a dragon. Dragons are scary.
You're setting me up for that because in the distance you hear.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I was the same.
And then we're gonna cut away from this scene and go to a different scene real quick.
Like,
Oh,
what I
you
would love
fucker.
is if it wasn't like a dragon or anything, if it was just like a really big bird. And that's not actually the problem at all.
So, far, far away, somewhere, unbeknownst to anybody, sits in a small cave area.
Oh, fuck.
Several figures in dark clothing begin to. Well, they're actually putting these cloaks on and drawing their swords. Incredible! I can't believe we were hired on the spot. I can't believe they have the funds to pay for all this. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I've been waiting for a job like this in a long time. Enough! I am tired of listening to your babbling. We have one job and one job only. We are seeking to rescue a friend of ours, and we will stop at nothing to get him. You've been paid handsomely to put your chops on the line. Ugh. Are you okay there? You're holding your stomach. I'm fine. Just a little roughed up from a previous encounter. And we are going to present a united front. And as he turns to his left, isn't that right? It's right. We have to get the boss back. We will do what we must for his sake. But let's try to... Can we try to behave ourselves? I will stop at nothing to get the boss back. And then we set out to find the other two. Nothing will stop the Black Circle. And that's where we're going to end today's session.